Humping Steven Crowder. Humping Steven Crowder.
I will not have nerve.
Troll anything.
Wait, so I have a question.
breasts.
Cucumbers.
Shocking news, I'm high as hell right now. Ah. Hello, everyone. It's going to be a unique stream today. Dubs in the thumbnail, I thought someone died. Andrew Tate is a cancer on the earth. Yes, but he is entertaining, though. I don't agree with his takes, don't get me wrong. But he is entertaining. I didn't drink, so I don't feel rough. I'm just... Kids went home. I ate, you know, it's New Year's Day, so I ate some Jamaican patties, active protein shakes, and ass tomorrow. For no other reason, I can't wait to eat healthy again, because my ass just can't take it. I'm gassier. I shit more. When I have the, you know, salads, protein bars, and shit like that, it's just like, you know, normal... beautiful, brown, powerful logs. I miss my logs. I still have logs, don't get me wrong, but, you know. I think there's more interruptions. There's more of this. My ass just can't take it. Dude, when I was at my fattest, I was shitting like 4 or 5 times a day because you gotta go somewhere. I'm telling them my deep, dark secrets right now. How do you feel about that? I talk to the bird more when I'm more stoned too. Have you noticed? Have you noticed I talk to the bird more? What's up, Quantum TV's Stolen Valor? I don't know. We're just going to watch a whole bunch. We're also going to watch a guy who just says, fuck this shit, and just dives into everything. And look, I'm a sloppy motherfucker, but he has, you're going to see, he has the oddest physique ever. What's up, Stephanie? Superhuman, yes. And I want to watch, you know what? I'm putting my foot down. We're watching Frankie McDonald. Because I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm laughing with him. You know? I'm going to eat 50 hot dogs at once! It's the best fucking thing on the internet. It's the best fucking thing on the internet. And he just goes from, like, speaking quiet. I know he's autistic, but he goes from, like, speaking quiet. I need you to eat 50! It's like he's doing an ASMR video. Then all of a sudden, your fucking eardrums bleeding. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I was so pissed off at that fucking... And I was getting pissed off at people. Look, I get it. Because I do it too when I watch people play games. So I owe you an apology. I call it the game show effect. Where you're watching someone else play. And it's like, oh, Jesus, dude, if you did this instead of this. If you did that instead of that. So I do the same thing. But when you're in the moment. Like, and I'm sure because I was also stoned as shit last night. Which is, gee, I'm so shocked. my vigor wasn't that high, so the Reduvia, as soon as he swung that blade at me like twice, if I didn't dodge it, and my shield is made of paper fucking mache. So that wasn't happening. I should have riposted. I probably could have riposted him. I don't understand why I didn't do that. That was proof it was stoned. I didn't riposte. I should have been fucking doing that, man. When he wasn't actually shooting blood at me with the blade. God, that... And I think, like I said, they must have, with an update, made it so whoever that dude is that comes in to help you, they come in later now. Unless I'm remembering it wrong. But I remember that guy coming in fairly quickly to come help you out. He comes in later. Which I kind of understand, because that blade is overpowered as fuck, especially when you upgrade it with somber smithing stones. That blade is no fucking joke, man. You could beat the whole fucking game with that blade. I have heard nothing about that. Give it a hoot. Until you... Is it true children under 12 and why can't be prosecuted for any crime starting today except homicide cases? Why not attempted... I don't know. Really? Yeah, I'm talking about Elden Ring. That I just kind of jump all over. I think the reason why I was more pissed off too, because the first time I almost had him. He actually had to whip out a flask to bring his health up again. I forgot he did that. I was like, oh good, I almost got this guy. Even if the help comes in, who cares? Fuck, he has a flask. And then he killed me. A man stream about men doing men things, intelligent brains should have birds doing Steven Crowded hoot. Why I could? There's no way. I'm just gonna here.
I've never played games. Crowder.
Play games.
Hoot wildin'. 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 Hoot wildin'.
Your shoulders.
I'm really fucking early, aren't I? I didn't even realize that until now. I'm really fucking early. Oh my god, shit. Fuck. Ah, whatever. Can't say I don't have anything else to do, because I do. I should benchmark. I gotta benchmark the Aya Neo. I'll do that. Then God, tomorrow's gonna be a busy fucking day. It's almost like I have a job. Gotta unbox the NES and fuck. I gotta see if I have the tools. Whatever, if I don't, I'll order them. It'll take like 48 hours from Amazon. And then I'll unbox it that day, because I'm gonna open up the thing. Anyone could Windex the outside of a system and say that it's refurbished. What I've seen, though, is they're not using the original screws that Nintendo used. I'll find out. I haven't touched it yet. I purposely haven't, so my reaction is natural. Like my breasts. I thought I had to burp. It didn't come out. So, we'll see. Maybe I don't even need the special tools. Maybe the only special tool I need is me. Did I just make that joke twice in a row? I hope not. Did you watch the Ackman? It was funny as hell. I have not watched it. Ackman, I owe you an apology if you think I was like making fun of your armpits. He just says, like, dude, I have hair on my back and my ass. Like, you just have a lot of armpit hair, but trust me, I'm a hairy, floppy weirdo. Like, it was just like, you guys, that was a natural reaction. I wasn't being a dick. He lifted up his pit, and it was like, whoa. That is a lot of hair under that pit. Oh, man. Rich, did you see my Twitter DM from today? Yeah, something with Phil. We'll watch it. Not yet, but we will. So. A PS2 for two. See, yeah. Oh, God. Well, I'll see how this NES video does for them. If it gets like 6-figure views, I'll buy another piece. It's kind of a weird thing, though, because if they are as sketchy as some people claim, do I really want to give them business? But, I mean, I guess you could say the same thing for what I did with Soulja Boy, but it wasn't really his console. He never sold any of these. Sunpie, if you want this fucking thing, it's here. It's not like I'm just... Oh, man, I can't wait to go play my Soulja TRDR Pocket every night. Oh. Hey, Rich, are there any new QVC videos? Dude, I could always find QVC. Also, Happy New Year and Hoot Wireless.
Hoot Wireless.
Possum, Opossum, thank you for becoming a member. So, it's a weird thing, because if they're really genuinely scamming... Now, look, I've seen some videos. It doesn't look good. But if they are doing... If I open it up and I see that they've fucking recapped the NES motherboard and cleaned it up and all this other shit, okay, that's a lot of work. I can understand the premium. But I've seen... other videos, I forgot the guy that we were watching. He's a good channel. I'm sub to him. That don't look like no fucking, not even repasting. The video we were watching from him, they didn't even repaste. It was the super old 360 model too that was known for red ringing. They didn't even repaste it. That's insane. Josh went on an epic rant about Vice. How was the epic rant? Dude, they softballed it. We watched that yesterday during my New Year's Eve, whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, well, I'm going to find out. Hey, if I'm going to be honest, I mean, we'll open it up, see what's inside, and see if they actually fucking did something to it. The guy who made the Jordan Peterson edit, I've been trying to send me a DM on Twitter. I have plenty of content today. That's why I'm saying that. I am streaming super early. Because you know what the reality of it is? I mostly stream now. Not that there's not videos not coming. I just talked about them. There's plenty, but... Dude, I looked. There's no fucking news. There's no news. And what, like, Rich, there's news about, like, Pokemon and stuff like... Minus, like, performance of the games. I don't know a fucking thing about Pokemon. Who am I to talk about it? What, Elden Ring? Yeah, let me play more games so, like, 20 people stay. Like, that's the thing. I would have to, like, make outrage bait videos. And... I don't know. Like, hey, if you can do that and pretend and grift and Godspeed, I'm not interested. My kid's mother is a jerk. Yeah, well, welcome to breaking up with the baby mama.
Ban Amber Heard's third, please.
Ban Amber Heard's turd. Ban Amber Heard stirred. I love that he said that with such seriousness and bravado. Ban Amber Heard stirred, please. Yeah, I know. Then in Wing's mind, he was like, "Yeah, I know what the fucking name is. It's Ban Amber Heard's turd. It's supposed to be a joke. I don't find it funny. Ban Amber Heard's turd. If they're annoying me, get him out of here." You don't think the name is... No, I don't fucking think the name is funny. Ban Amber Heard's turd. Thank you. Like, that's what's so amazing about it. All right, let's watch a man hurt himself. This is as full screen as it gets because this is short.
Today I'll be jumping onto bricks and Legos. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Yes, true. Yeah, good.
This shit. Whoop whoop.
Oh my god.
Oh, my butt. Fuck my ass. Oh, this is Superhuman.
All right, no, it just doesn't go to the next one. Come on. What the? Oh my god.
This is Superhuman TV show. Today I'll be doing a full flip onto light tubes, barbed wire pool. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like
Juggalos are still a thing.
it. Whoop whoop.
Oh my god, he's doing it with his shirt off too. Yeah, here we go. They're already here.
Fuck this shit. Whoop whoop. Fuck my back. Fucking cut it.
Why?
This is
Why?
Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm be drinking hot sauce and running to the wall. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit.
Spit it out.
Fuck this shit!
What? Yeah.
This is
His insurance company must hate him.
Superhuman T-shirt. Superhuman T-shirt.
What are you doing?
Today I'm gonna be drinking hot sauce and running to this gate. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
What chicken hot sauce did he say? Ew.
Fuck this shit!
Jesus Christ.
I need some milk!
Doesn't Wings realize that the only person who has the right to ban Amber Heard's turd is none other than Johnny Depp himself? Listen.
Ban Amber Heard's turd, please.
He would be the kind of person, like, if he was in a real bad mood, like, if he got into a fight with his wife, or, like, if Amber Heard was literally shitting on his bed, this is exactly how he would react. He would, like, I don't really fucking care.
Ban Amber Heard's turd, please.
Dude, dude, this guy is, oh my god. He has a bizarre physique.
Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be drinking hot sauce and running.
Wait. Why is it not moving?
This
Oh,
is
that's great.
Superhuman TV show. This This is Superhuman TV show on with my good friend Paul. He's got AA me into the dumpster. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit! Oh my god! This is Superhuman TV show.
Oh
with
my
good friend Paul.
God.
He's got AA me into the dumpster. This is Superhuman TV show, and this is the House of Carnage. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Fuck this shit! Whoop whoop! Oh, shit! Fuck my ass! Fuck! This is
One more
Superhuman
time.
TV show, and this
One
is
more
the
time.
House of Carnage. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do
Moist
not try
Boy
this at home,
Express,
and I
thank you
hope
for
like
becoming
it.
a member.
Whoop, whoop. Fuck this shit! Whoop, whoop. Oh, shit! Fuck my ass! Fuck! Happy Easter, motherfuckers! This is Superhuman TV show, and
Yo,
this is the Easter of Carnage. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Fuck this shit! Whoop whoop! Fuck my ass! Fuck!
Imagine what this guy does to prep to masturbate, man.
Try to relax your anus.
Hugo, thank you for the wiener. And thank you for becoming a member, Moist Boy Express. Moist Boy.
This is Superhuman TV show today, and we're running to this. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. What makes you the fucking professional here, dude?
This is Superhuman TV. This is Superhuman TV show today. I'm gonna do a phone flip on 2 pineapples. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Oh! This is Superhuman.
He has such a weird physique, man. Well, it's like, I mean, look, I'm a fat guy, I get it, but it's like such a bizarre. His moves look like pineapples.
This is Superhuman TV show today. I'm gonna be right next to that bush. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Shout out to
Why for the juggalos and juggalettes? What is it, 2002?
Slim and Rig. Let's do this. Whoop, whoop.
Oh. What has he tried to do? Cypress become the next jackass?
This is Superhuman TV show today. I'm gonna be riding my scooter into that. This is Superhuman TV show today. I'm gonna drinking hot sauce and body flop on 2 thumbtacks. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop.
He must keep his local hospital busy.
Shit. Fuck this shit.
Oh my god.
Superhuman TV show today. I'm drinking.
That was pretty. I don't see any of him sticking to him.
This is for juggalos and juggalettes.
It's
This is
coming
Superhuman TV
soon.
show with my good friend Paul, and he's gonna spare me for
We're
life.
finally
This is
actually
for
working
juggalos
on
and
the
juggalettes. Don't try
merch.
this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop. Fuck this shit! Come on! Come on! Oh god! Oh my fucking god! This is Superhuman TV show with my good friend Paul, and
Do
he's
that
my
again.
for like tips. This is for Jiggles and Jiggles. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it.
No.
Fuck this shit! Come on! Come on! Oh god! Oh my fucking god! This is Superhuman TV show with my good friend Paul, and this is Superhuman TV show that I'm returning into this dumpster. This is for Jiggalos and Jiggles. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Oh god! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Yo, why would you? Yo, it's his shirt's wet. His shirt's wet. Yo, you don't know what that. Oh no, no, that is not funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. You saw his sack move. You saw his sack. It didn't hurt. Dude, you saw his nutsack jiggle.
Who the fuck are you, you stupid ass bitch?
Call good
I'm not gonna call no one. Who the fuck you are, you fucking
sure about
pasty
that?
ass? Okay. Call
Yeah.
her. Okay, I'm sorry that you're pasty and you look like a rhino, okay? Stop.
Sorry that you're big.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Paul!
What's up, man? Yeah, I'm running a little
Come
late.
on,
Just give me
dude!
a couple minutes. I'll be there.
Fucking help me, please!
Alright, bye, bro.
Fuck.
What the hell
Are
is
you
going
calling
on?
me?
Is this
No, you don't.
is this like a porn?
What the fuck? No. The fuck? Who the fuck are you, you stupid ass bitch?
Call good.
I have no idea what's going on there.
Who the fuck is that bitch? This
What?
is Superhuman show today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a
don't
full
care
frontal
about that.
power branches. This is for Jiggalos and
That's
Jiggles.
like some
Can I try
weird
this at home?
porn.
I hope you like it.
Without the porn.
Oh my fucking god! Oh! This is Superhuman show today. I'm gonna do a full flip onto power branches. This is for
Yo, he has the weirdest nipples ever. Dude, his physique is bizarre. Hey, Dad, how's your new year? Well, it's actually pretty good, right? Hey, it started with a heavy rainstorm in Cali. My street is deep flooded. Can't leave, and the power is out. That sounds like a fantastic start to me, pal. What is it called? What does he have so I understand it? Gynecomastia?
For Jiggalos and Jiggles. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Oh my fucking god! Oh! This is Superhuman show today. I'm gonna do a full flip onto power branches. This is for Jiggalos and Jiggles. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Oh my fucking god! This is Superhuman show today. I'm gonna do a full flip onto power wire. This is for Jiggalos and Jiggles. Do not try this at home, and hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Oh my god, barbed wire.
Oh! This is Superhuman.
Dude, I don't know, Bewix. It's someone, I think it was Flashback Turtle who sent me, and they told, like, dude, the guy's name is Superhuman. He body slammed onto a fucking microwave, and he was like wincing in pain onto the ground. I'm like, what the fuck who would do that?
This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be running to this trash can. This is for Jiggalos and Jiggles. Whoop whoop, hope you like it. Do not try this at home. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop.
My god.
Keep filming.
Yeah, I was about to say that was weak. He had more pain.
Whoop whoop. This This is
Ah,
Superhuman
weak.
This
That
is
was weak.
Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be drinking hot sauce and running to this trash can. This is for juggalos and juggalos. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, we got to watch Frankie McDonald after
Fuck
this.
shit. Ah! Shut! Hey, bro!
What the fuck is... Cameo's going to be doing all of them tomorrow. What? Can't... Yeah, so... I just know Juggalos because of Tila Tequila. Oh, yeah, God, I forgot about her. For the sweet taste of Juggalos and Juggalettes.
Oh, that! This is...
Okay.
This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna do a funny elbow onto mouth straps. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Oh, my fucking elbow! Oh, my fucking elbow! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be jumping onto tree branches. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Oh! Oh! This is Superhuman. This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna do a belly flop onto bushes. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Oh! This is Superhuman.
Well, what's so bad about that?
This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and I hope you
Yeah,
like it.
it's kind of like
Shout out to
OG
Paranoia.
YouTube videos, man. Seriously, good point.
Oh my fucking god! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be jumping onto this bush. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home, and shout out to Monster Clown. Whoop whoop. Oh! Oh! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be jumping into the bush. This is for juggalos and juggalettes, and shout out to Black Venom. Whoop whoop. Oh!
I see Mischief. We got a party going on here, man. We got Mischief.
Juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home,
Mischief.
I hope you like it.
Mischief noticing the quartering dick riding of Andrew Tate. God, he is the most disingenuous fucking turd on the planet. It's it's just amazing. Oh my god. This is intro. Yeah, this is intro, guys. This is what he's like. Yeah, I'm pursuing my dream of jumping into shit in California. Oh my god. Yeah, I hopped on some bears' asses, man.
And shout out to Harbauer. Oh my fucking god! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm jumping onto this bush. This is for juggalos.
Yes.
And juggalettes. Don't try this at home. And shout out to Monster Clown.
We already watched this, but whatever.
Oh! Oh! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm gonna be jumping into the bush. This is for juggalos and juggalettes.
Wait, he
Shout out to
jumped in the
Black
same bush multiple
Venom.
times?
Whoop, whoop. Oh! This is Superhuman T-shirt. Today I'm jumping onto the bush. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. And
Oh, notice, has he even talked at all? Like, has he talked about the opposite side where basically the whole reason that Tate ended up in jail is because his narcissism made him answer her? They saw that he obviously was in Romania because he had a local pizza place's box in front of him. That is so delicious. Let's see if the quartering talked about that. Let's go find out. Let's go see. What do you want to place bets? Who wants to place bets? Oh, look, Andrew Tate is a man. So let's look up the Grifting.
Can I get a countdown?
No. Woke activists destroy... Oh, no. Oh, no. Andrew Tate responds to fishy arrest. Of course. Of course. Oh, I have to. I have to. We're going on a journey. We're going on a journey. We're going on a man journey. Yeah, it was the Matrix. I hate criticizing other humor, and I know I always start by saying this because you could think my humor sucks. I get that. But these don't even, like, make sense.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and the internet...
Never, ever, Mischief, ever.
That's newest love story.
Like, I guess it's supposed to be that it's like a love story, or like he's starting shit with the boombox outs. I don't know. He has no personality, so he has no humor. Hold my hand, bro. I don't have Grandpa as excited, but I have...
Ban Amber Heard's turd, please.
Congratulations. A very intelligent brain.
Just like Phil. Jeremy's black Walmart bouncer is in the chat. That is the best name ever.
Is blooming. That's right. Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg, destined for romance. Many think. I don't think that, but many do. Who are these people that do? I can't say, but...
What? Who thinks they're destined for romance? I'm guessing I'm sure he's joking, but he sucks at joking, so you can never tell. All right, we're gonna have we forgot to make this normal speed. We're gonna have to go to like at least 1.25. No, 1.5.
They exist, probably. And like sometimes
it almost seems normal. It's 1.5 speed. Wow. I sped it up. As someone that loves to make reference jokes, these are just poorly edited. Yeah, and he's paying a bunch of... I mean, again, I know humor is subjective, and there are plenty of people that make it abundantly clear every day that they think my humor sucks dick, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. But it's not even... I don't know. It's like, did he hire people to use, like, Windows Movie Maker on Windows XP?
You take an L. And sometimes you can still turn that L.
Yeah, why would you pay for someone to make that? I mean, I guess the only reason, Mischief, is he puts out so much content every day that, all right, you suck, but here you go. Just, it's better than not getting the video.
L into a W. One of the most hilarious interactions have been, of the year, maybe sneaking in under the wire, was Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg. Andrew Tate, of course, tangled with an establishment bot, and I also strongly suspect...
Here we go. You do realize that he was the one who tweeted at her, right? flexing his cars that he more than likely got with mob money. Like, you understand that, right? Oh, well, what he knows, dude. He's literally admitted to Destiny that he knows exactly what. Like, you have a guy who came out and said in a debate that I don't give a fuck about the shit that I talk about. Why would you defend someone like that? I just don't. Explain it to me. I must. Like, I promise not to use that word. Explain it to me like I'm stupid. I don't understand. If someone said to me, everything I'm telling you is complete bullshit, I don't believe in anything, I just solely do it for the money, why would you still follow and believe them? I just don't get it. I don't. And then I say things like this, and then, you know, it's jealousy and, you know, whatever. It's not. I just don't understand it. Like, someone tells you that they're doing this just to placate and literally lying to make money, and you're just like, I still believe them even though they told me they're lying. What the fuck is wrong with you? Because they're equally superficial and vapid? Are you meaning me, or like, which is fine, or are you meaning him and Jeremy and his audience? I get that. No, that's not the pug. That's the idiot. That's Bruno's new name, the idiot. Like, Jeremy, you know what's going beyond Andrew Tate's Matrix is Amazon affiliate links. Yeah, nothing like, yeah, you want to escape the Matrix to get independent wealth. Give Jeff Bezos money. Give me a fucking break. All these, you're all clowns. Every single one of you are all clowns. Man, I'm really stoned. I can tell by that sigh. Most people would also give context and build up the joke first. Yeah, it's like, it just, like, you may think my bird jokes suck, or sometimes I don't even use the birds. Like, it depends if I'm having a bird day or not. And, you know, at least, like, I'll be like, hey, I add no, so you know what I'm talking about. It's not just 99.9% of the time off the rails. Sometimes we'll just want to bring in Phil to something like Philip Burnell stars in the heartwarming holiday film, The Breast of a Man. That has nothing to do with anything. That's just my brain being submerged in marijuana and thinking that would be funny. But we try to virtually all the time have context with their jokes, whether you like them or not. That's just like, what are you doing? Why is Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg's faces poorly fucking shopped on? And what is the joke? I'm lost. And by the looks of it, Jeremy is too. So let's continue.
Greta Thunberg did not actually write this tweet. We all know that Greta Thunberg is a climate activist who has been tied to many controversies. Remember that toolkit controversy that Greta was involved in, where they were literally like burning effigies of her face in India? We'll get into that after a quick word from this video sponsor, Meta PCs. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Meta PCs. Look.
Yeah, no. There we go.
Company that will not bow to cancel culture. So maybe you're not ready to pick up a new computer today. So Andrew Tate launched his...
They won't bow to... Oh, man. I got to do a deep dive into MetaP. There's something about them. There's something strange about Meta PCs, and I'm going to figure it out. And they're not going to know how I'm going to figure it out, too. That's all I'll say.
Salvo yesterday. Hey, Greta, I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has an 8-liter engine. I have 2 Ferraris. Blah, blah, blah. Please provide your email address so I can send the complete list of my car collection in their respect.
Dude, because they don't really... Yeah, and they're anti-trans, too. You know, they're transphobic, homophobic. What did Jeremy say Pride Month is out of his own mouth? Why don't I want to have a whole month for for two guys to butt fuck, or over two guys butt fucking. 33 cars, and he still couldn't escape the cops. All because he was ass hurt. Because he got outsmarted or outwitted by Greta Thunberg. And he had to make a video to respond to her, which in turn, the pizza box doxed him. But of course, he's going to play it off. The griftering is going to play it off as an evil conspiracy. They had to take him down. They had to cancel him for telling the truth by signing up to his classes so you could put Amazon affiliate links in wherever. Oh my God. I can't. I know I've hurt my career calling out people like this. I'm 100% sure, but there is no fucking way I would join these fucking teams. Fucking rather suck dick first. I'm not an angel. I could be an asshole. I'll be the first to admit it. But I have some fucking standards. Make fun of me all day for taking off my shirt. These motherfuckers sold their soul to the devil.
Directive enormous emissions. Just a joke, right? Gets 200,000 likes, and
okay, and she responded. He wanted to pull the fuck climate card. I'm not listening. I would have paid Andrew Tate $50 a month. Learn how to do. And then he shames the people who don't sign up to his classes, and they're like, "Yes, Daddy, I'll sign up to Hustlers University again." You are beta.
Well,
you're beta, where your wife has another dude over, and she tells you to come in and film while he's butt fucking her. You pick up the camera and ask her, "Which angle, honey?" That's the level beta that you're at. Coming from fucking this clown here. Gina Carano could have had like a 6-dude orgy, and he'd be looking to sperm off of her afterwards because he's a king cuck over here. Not King Kong, king fucking cuck. I'm going to get canceled eventually for the shit that I'm saying, but oh well. It's been fun.
Spawns with admittedly extremely low-hanging fruit joke, but sometimes they just work. She writes, yeah.
Why is that? What was so brilliant about his joke, Andrew Tate's joke? Yes, dude, please enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy again. He's sitting there randomly. What is she, like 19 or some shit? Whatever. That's not what he was saying. Nothing about that, but he was going after her because of climate. He's like, I have cars that have shit out plenty of carbon emissions, whatever. And she clapped back at him. Oh my God. He only makes sure. I don't even know if he believes in. He may actually side with Greta Thunberg, but he's such a disingenuous piece of shit that he knows where his bread is buttered. He's just like, okay, what would my audience want me to say today? Oh my God, you were just a disgusting bearded turd. Yeah, and it was out of character too. Not only was it witty, it was out of character. The people want the bobs. What are you talking about?
Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at small.
Oh, you mean the directors? Yeah, they're trans women now.
DEnergy at getalife.com. That tweet received 3 million likes. This is an L for Andrew, but also, unironically, puts his name back in a million headlines. Also puts Greta Thunberg's name back in a million headlines. This is just a win for both of them. I don't care how the press, each side, Andrew Tate fans will say that he totally, fifth dimensional chess this. Greta Thunberg.
Fifth dimensional chessness? What is he ripping up? Here's a fifth dimensional chest for you. What is chessness?
Cultists will say, oh, she got the best of them. And guess what? They're both right.
What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? I didn't mean to miss StreamLabs. Did I? Oh, shit. I did miss StreamLabs. I'm sorry. Yes. You're very welcome for the cameo and
fucking tits.
Okay, so 6:20. I had to do math for how long you get the nipples. My apologies.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jeremy, you like this?
Fucking tits. Fucking tits.
That guy's voice is starting to annoy me. He's not going to last on my soundboard. He has a really awful voice. I don't know why. It pierces through my nipples.
They're both right, because Andrew Tate hasn't been in the headlines in quite some time, and now there's 100 articles about him.
Hasn't been in the headlines in... Where have you... Has the alcohol made you forget? I'm stoned almost every day, dude, and I didn't forget. No, people haven't shut the fuck up about Andrew Tate.
You get the sweet taste of ass.
What are you talking about? I'm scratching my armpit. Yes, don't at me. Like, really? First time doing super chat, but I've being an alpha means being like Tate or Elon. I'd rather be beta. Also, hello, man with many birds. Nice W for... But do you see what he just said, Blitz? Andrew Tate he was just on Piers Morgan twice. Hoot Wireless, man.
Hoot Wireless.
And it's just, like, you have, like, Andrew Tate, rattled influencer Andrew Tate posts a bizarre rant mocking Greta Thunberg's hate-filled face and saying she's a slave of the Matrix after climate activists humiliated him with small d energy jib.
Jibe.
Andrew Tate has been humiliated. Again, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's an L for sure, but if he turns it into making more money, I wouldn't exactly call that humiliation. Social media motormouth Tate, who was banned from YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok over toxic comments against women, has been branded the Emperor of Cringe after responding in a video, smoking a cigar and boasting about his emissions. On Tuesday, the 36-year-old kickboxing world champion trolled a teenager for her environmental activism in a move that's backfired spectacularly. Around 10 hours after Miss Thunberg's jib, the ex-Big Brother star first responded furiously asking, "How dare you?" Again, that's actually a fine counterpunch. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. And then writing, "Thank you for confirming that you have a small P," and one Twitter user said that was the least alpha comeback I've ever seen. Yeah, that one wasn't great. The "how dare you" thing, if you just left it there, that's fine. Like, I've certainly been ratioed into oblivion on Twitter before, and the best thing you can do is just own it. You can't become that meme that I'm not owned as I turn into a corn cob.
You saying that? Dude, you get into more Twitter spats with fucking random people than I do. I've also scaled back again because yeah, it's fun to troll trolls, but you gotta learn to let it go sometimes. But you just don't own it. You never own it. It's pretty funny to know that things like being an alpha is actually a social construct that, yes, it's very bizarre.
Cob of corn or whatever it is. Can't do that. She got that one on him. And, I thought he posted this video then. Miss Thunberg rose to fame at 15. Don't really care. She's controlled, in my opinion. You have this thing here, the Greta Thunberg toolkit scandal. Everyone forget that. That was last year. You see on February 14th, India witnessed an unlikely Sunday afternoon visual. The doors of a courthouse in New Delhi flung open, and a young woman accompanied by police officers and confronted by a horde of journalists emerged with her head bowed and eyes prickling with tears. The 22-year-old Disha Ravi, an activist and founding member of the India chapter of Fridays for Future, a global movement for climate justice supported by Swedish environmentalist Greta Thunberg, was on her way to prison. She had been arrested for allegedly editing and sharing an advocacy document in support of farmers who had been protesting across India with newly formulated laws that they believe will threaten their livelihood. The document in question was a toolkit for those who want to express solidarity with farmers, and from the contents available in public domain, it appears it contained no more than the sort of explainers, calls to actions, and links to further information. Well, she accidentally tweeted it out, or she accidentally emailed it out, or whatever. She leaked it herself by accident. And it was basically revealed like, oh, are you working with the government there? What's going on? Nobody really, and then she kind of really just disappeared after that. If we Greta toolkit, I wonder if there's a better article about that, because the
See, I got to be careful with this stuff because we know that Greta toolkit probe. All right, let me not look through his video. Let me actually look. All right. Of course I gotta pay. Of course I gotta pay. Of course. And if... A 21-year-old climate activist was jailed in India after authorities accused her of circulating a document with information on how to support the farmers' protest. Dashi Ravi's arrest comes after the document was shared on February 4th by climate activist Greta Thunberg, who told her millions of Twitter followers they could use the toolkit if you want to help. The unsigned document was circulated on an unencrypted website, but Indian authorities claimed in tweets Sunday that Ravi edited the toolkit. Delhi police confirmed Ravi's arrest in a tweet Sunday, claiming that she had shared the document with Thunberg. Police accused Ravi and collaborators of making the document to spread disaffection against the Indian state. This is some crazy rabbit hole shit. Like, I need to read into that before. See, that's the problem, is that... Yeah, fucking go away. No one's really... What's my name? My name in Rumble's ReviewTechUSA. I believe, anyway. Holy shit, there's 745 of you here. What happened? And you put out information and you know no one's going to look it up.
She tweeted it out. You know, why is the Delhi police probing a farmer's protest toolkit tweeted by Greta Thunberg? It was a mistake. Certainly outing herself. So, you know, I think both of them win. It's funny. You know, I don't think that, you know, by the way, I don't think Greta is doing much for the environment. I question, you know, this is somebody who travels around and, you know, jet setting around the world. But it's like, it's tough to like criticize her because she's just a kid. But she's been bestowed an enormous amount of power by the establishment. So you have to kind of be aware of that. You have to kind of,
oh, God. Okay. You know, so I believe in climate change, Jeremy. I have a car that I got to put gas in. Does that mean that, you know, I'm a hypocrite for that? Come on, dude. Anyway, it's just the same old shit with him. And again, like I said, you know that he'll never... He knows his audience will never... They'll just believe what he says without looking into it. So I believe it's ReviewTechUSA. And my videos just automatically upload there. So let's go. Andrew Tate, most toxic moments on TikTok. Here we go.
A lot of parents are very, very surprised by the success of their children. I'll see it. They go, he's one of the best in his class. And I'm like, so? He's one of the best. So he's not even the best of a group of random 30 random average losers. He's not top 1% in the world at anything. And you're so proud of him. And you're going to sit there and go, wow, great job, great job. And that's why he's never going to become shit.
Yeah, you're also assuming that the school is garbage. What happens if it's a great school with top-rated students? Yo, Rich, you got to make a video talking about your time as producer in New York. Yeah, it was no big deal, dude.
I mean, I smoke cigars, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. Give me a big fat cigar. I'm risking cancer to look like a mafia boss. Fine. I'm not sitting there smoking cigars and going, I can't believe this is bad for me. No, like these fucking vape bullshit children. And what kind of parent lets their 16-year-old vape anyway? If I had a 16-year-old son, he's like, I got a vape. Get the fuck out of here, vape. Do some push-ups.
That actually wasn't an awful take.
Can't wait. I've never been to Australia, and I super duper really want to go. One day, when I save up enough money, it's the only reason I haven't been, I can't afford it. When I save up enough money, I really hope I can go to Australia and hang around a bunch of fours with ugly, annoying accents. Want to go to the beach, mate? No, you're a four. No, sorry. Yes. Please, let's go to Bondi Beach. 4. Let's go.
I love your broad shoulders.
Yeah, I love broad shoulders on a chick.
Why do him and his brother always just look angry? They just always look pissed off. So the advice I got from that was not to be supportive of your kids when they do well in school. Yeah, pretty much. He's also assuming that your kids go to like a lowbrow school. I heard his brother Mischief is actually worse. Like in terms of like being a more terrible person, but I don't know. That's alleged.
And every once in a while you're on Instagram and you see some 10 from Sydney. You're like, Australian girls are hot. But it's an illusion. It's a fugazi. It's a lie. They're all 4s. But luckily, I love 4s. I want to go to Canada where all the 4s are. The snow 4s.
It's almost like they could handpick the people they want to show from every country to make them all hot.
Will not have sons who are too busy buying NFTs.
But it's just so weird because he's fucking with the Romanian mob. What's up, Jessica? How are you? Like, I'm not a criminal, but you don't have to, be a career criminal to know that you're fucking with the mob. You shouldn't be saying shit. Why is my camera crooked? My camera's crazy crooked, dude. Whoa. Hold on. Why doesn't it look crooked? But it is crooked. Huh. That's so weird, but it looks fine. It doesn't look bad, guys, all right? It's almost like it being the stand being crooked has actually straightened it out. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely more... All right, whatever. I'm not going to bitch. Makes my life easier. Does he understand his accent will make Australians laughing? Dude, his accent's so strange because it's British, but it's not. But it's like... I don't know. I don't know who Kevin Samuels was. Chuck Sean.
And say, oh, I made a little bit of money and have skinny little arms and go to crypto conventions and be dorks. I will not have nerds as children. I refuse to have a nerd carry the name Tate. If my son is a nerd, one of us has to die, him or me, and I'll challenge him to Mortal Kombat.
Great dad. Do not have children.
Andrew Ted's opinion on women.
Women, let's cut to the chase here. Women should clean up. Not only should women clean up, women should clean up unprompted. And I'm going to tell you why. It's very, very simple. We live in a world where things need to be fair, 50-50, gender equality, blah, blah. I pay for things unprompted. You don't have to ask me to pay for shit. If we go for dinner, I'll get my wallet out, pay at the end. Don't even check the price of the bill. My card always works. Just bang, ouch, pay.
Again, Tommy Tellerico, it'll take you 30 minutes to get there because of my card. It'll take me 10. They always got to make sure they always have to flex because they're insecure. Time for my first dump of the year. Yeah, him and Phil should not have kids. Mischief. Could you imagine? Could you imagine DSP as a dad? Like I had to cut my kid's hair today. I have the barber thing to trim, and my middle son, he's like, it's just his personality. He's scared of everything, and he's sitting there screaming like, "I want to play Goat Simulator" as I'm shaving his head. But that was probably the funniest. Imagine a 4-year-old screaming, "I want to play Goat Simulator" while his hair is getting shaved. Could you picture Phil handling anything like that? He would like come in screaming, sweaty, with half of his own hair shaved off. And his kid would have a fucking mullet. Oh, all the time, man. I talk to Matt all the time. I do, Chuck Sean. Hey, Dak, can you get the clip from that Pac-Man guy the other day talking about the tingles that go up and down his nipples? Yeah. That's actually a good idea.
Unprompted. If you're with me, your life is effectively free. Everywhere you eat, everywhere you go, where you sleep, You ain't paying for shit. You ain't getting in my car and I'm asking you for motherfucking gas money. No, I pay for everything. Instantly, as a man should. So...
Scream my friends? Whatever he... What? Yeah, kids, some kids get weird with haircuts, man. They think like you're murdering them. He could say having a good hygiene is a good way to get girls, and his fan base would... Yeah. Like common sense shit like that other guy. Or Captain,
You get the sweet taste of ass.
Imagine DSP walking into a son... No.
When you walk into a house and you see mess, why is your lazy ass not doing the right thing and start picking and cleaning shit up? If you're sitting there going, that's sexist. Well, it's sexist for me to fucking pay for everything, isn't it, you fucking bimbo? But that's fine. This is the whole world we live in now, double standards. It's okay for me to do the masculine thing, but it's not okay for you to do the feminine thing. It's bullshit. Women should clean. Now, when I say this, girls go, well, I don't like cleaning. No problem. If you don't like cleaning, here, how about this? I'll clean. And when I say I'll clean, I mean I'll hire someone else to clean. Anyway, I'll get the house clean. And you pay for everything. How about that? Oh no, you can't do that either, can you? Because you're a fucking moron. And you realize that making money is much harder than getting some fucking dishes washed. Then you're gonna realize what real work is. Because to pay for shit is much more difficult than keeping a house generally tidy and being a generally pleasant female to be around. Fucking lazy. That's the world we live in now. Females are entitled and fucking lazy. I don't want us to be like some woman hating shit, because to be honest.
What females? But see, that's again is the clientele you're hanging out with, dude. Yeah, but dude, he's talking about like housewife shit. What I was like, in most cases, what like he's going after these trophy fucking bitches, man. Like that they're going after guys because of what's in their wallets. They're vapid. They're fucking deep as a puddle of piss. Like it should be 50-50 across the board with everything. He's trying to fuck with like Grand Theft Auto 5 NPCs. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Many men are also lazy and entitled. In fact, all people are lazy and entitled. I hate everyone equally. Don't come at me and call me sexist or racist or any of these things. I hate everyone. I don't care if you're black, white, straight, gay, man and woman. I hate you anyway. I hate everybody exactly the same. It's the same universal hate. So I'm a very fair person.
Jesus. Wow.
Imagine if I truly, truly, truly believed I could rip your head off with one finger. And I believed it. And you could tell I believed it with every fiber of my being. Would you want me to try? Or would you be like, maybe, I don't know. He's so confident. I don't know. So if you truly believe you're lucky, if you truly believe you're an exceptional individual, if you truly believe that your life is fantastic, people will start to believe it. And if other people start to believe it, then it comes closer to being true. Does that make sense without being too airy-fairy?
So to distill it down, basically, viewing yourself as lucky is basically a healthier and a more masculine way to live as a man.
Absolutely. Why on earth?
Well, that's true. That's true for anybody, though. See, that's the thing. Once in a while, all these grifters do the same thing. They throw in these nuggets of truth. But remember, Rich, they said this and they were kind of right. Yeah, but then they say a whole bunch of stupid shit that they're wrong about.
If you're going to go through life and believe you're an unlucky individual. Yeah. I don't see how that can benefit.
The shit attitude.
Yeah, that's true. If you wake up thinking everything else is, all your shortcomings are someone else's fault, you ain't going to get far in life. He says stuff like that, I'm supposed to believe him when he says he likes me. Yeah.
I'm in London. I'm in a 5-star. Chilling. I'm with this chick. I looked after her. We went Harrods. We spent 20 G's with her. We're chilling. We fucked, blah, blah, blah. It's 11:30. TV's on. She's tired. She's half asleep. New bitch is my phone up. I got to bail on this. So I'm like, listen, I got to go work. She's like, what do you mean work? It's 11:30 on a Tuesday. I'm like, listen, you don't know how I'm making money out here on the streets. How do you think I'll pay for this shit? Shut up. I'll be back. Give me an hour. She's like, I flew in from Moscow to see you. You're leaving me. I'm like, listen, 1 hour.
Right.
I bounce. Next hotel. Boom, boom, boom. She's laughing. She knows.
Oh my God.
Boom, boom. I'm with new chick. Blah, blah, blah. When I get in the car
right.
at 11:30, I take an Instagram story.
Right.
Save it. Save it. Don't
Right,
post
you
it.
don't even post
Don't
it.
post it.
You don't even post it, guys. You
Back in the
saved
car.
it.
Next hotel.
You can't.
Next hotel.
Okay.
Next hotel.
All right.
New chick.
Right.
Get the
Boom,
business
bam, bam,
done.
beam.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Yeah. Listen. Fall asleep.
Dude, how big are your fucking balls? You must have, like, fucking why even? You got one hot chick. Why do you, like, oh my God. It's just flex stories, dude. It's like, Captain.
Congratulations.
Oh, I had to be in isolation with this chick in Japan. We both had COVID, and I fucked her raw dog while I had COVID. Oh, wow, great.
Fall asleep. It happens. You fall asleep. Fall asleep. Wake up to go piss at like 4:21.
Damn, you're tired.
Yeah. Post that old Instagram story I made.
Right.
Looks like I'm still in the streets.
Right.
Make it look like I'm on the streets. You know that one. You know.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just cha-ching.
I'm on the streets. I'm on the streets. Piss.
100%.
Piss in the toilet.
Oh, shit.
Whatever. Go back to sleep. Wake up 9:21. Have a nice breakfast with this new bitch. I miss you. Yeah, I miss you too, Go back to the first bitch. She's like, what? Where the fuck have you been? You think I'm stupid? I was like, listen, how the fuck you think I'll pay for this shit?
Oh.
And I checked my Instagram.
Oh,
She's already seen my story. She knows I'm on the street at 420. And you know what the finisher is? You know what the finisher is? You know what the finisher is?
What is
I
it?
got a suit on. Here's the final finisher.
Fresh.
Finisher. This is fresh.
Okay.
I pull 20 G's out my pocket. 20 grand. 20 grand. I throw it at her. It's like, count that. Get in the shower. By the time she's counting that money, she's sitting there going, he just made 20 grand? Fuck no, I already had it. But she's sitting there going, he was on the street, he came back with 20 G's? By the time she's counting that money, and I get out the shower smelling good,
she was ready.
Bro, we fuck again. It's over. It's over. That's the game. That's the game.
Oh my God, this guy, man. And the thing is like these disillusioned, disenchanted fucking 17-year-olds. And look where it's getting them. But they see, like, wow, he's my hero. He's fucking all kinds of bitches, isn't he? Oh, yeah, I'm sure that there's backstories that his dad treated him like shit. And it's emotional. Like, dude, I bust a nut. I'm like, I want to go to bed. I'm not sitting there. Even when I was like 20, I'm like, all right. There was one time in like, I was like 30, where I banged 2 chicks in a day. Once. It was weird. Never did it again. I was like, this is strange. It's kind of gross. It's a long time ago, though. I'll bet $100 his story is. It could very well be, too. He's a bullshit artist with everything else. So can it be,
Congratulations.
No, that wasn't lies. That was true. It was a weird day. I felt gross afterwards. I'm not proud of it. It's only once I did it, though.
The Matrix can't defeat me. They fired their biggest weapon, cancellation. But I'm still here. Now what are you gonna do? What's your next weapon?
Could we just, like, I swear to God, could we just cancel the fucking words red pill, blue pill, and Matrix? It's a movie, and the irony is I forgot about that. They were men at the time. They're transgender women who directed that movie. Oh, the fucking Jesus Christ. No, I don't feel like a piece of meat. I feel good. Yeah, the Matrix can't, but I'm telling you too, man. And think about it. If I know the Romanian government's fucking crazy corrupt, from what I heard anyway. The mob don't like loudmouths like this, dude. It's like that scene from Goodfellas. Someone brought it up. It was a great point. When these dudes who got a bunch of money from a robbery, their wives are walking in with flashy coats, necklaces. One dude bought a brand new Cadillac outside. And De Niro's character is like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, some place gets robbed, and a couple days later, she's walking in with a fur fucking coat, and you got a Cadillac. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get rid of that shit. That's essentially what he's doing. He literally said in a video, in a podcast, that I have guns in places that it's illegal to have guns. Why the fuck would you say that? And if he really is fucking with the mob, which it's alleged, but I do believe, they're probably like, oh my God, this fucking guy. He just said he has guns in places he's not legally allowed to. And if the Romanian government's corrupt, they're like, oh, see that pizza box? He's here. Get him. Fucking idiot.
I'm gonna be on Rumble telling the fucking truth, uncensored for now and forever.
They're always telling the truth, yeah. Yeah, he's admitted to paying off like the local police too to get him out of jail. Like, who admits to that? Who fucking that's alleged too. I've heard that. Do I believe it? Yeah. Like, who? Come on, man. You shut your fucking mouth, dude. If you're really about that life, could you imagine? You're in the mob and you see this guy and he's like, we need to get him the fuck out of here. And if he gets a prison sentence, I don't care if it's 5 years, he ain't getting back out. I assure you. He will disappear.
If you're the kind of person who feels like they need therapy, you're useless.
Why is Fall Guys on the bottom?
Because in the harshest realities of this cold world, there are people in Syria whose entire families have been blown to fuck, who are still getting up every day, making fucking bread and selling it on the streets so they have enough money to buy a new pair of sandals sometime next year.
What? My Truth is a Lie on YouTube. Well, dude, you see the kind of ads and stuff. We watched Kanye West on there. Wish I could have kept those up there. Those were fucking classics. My live streams reacting to them. You see, dude, the ads are like shit they'd have on MySpace in like 2009. With like the 12 frames of animation GIFs. Obama doesn't want you to know this, and you click the link and it's like fucking dick pills. Why doesn't Obama want me to know about dick pills? I know I have a small penis, Mr. President. Like, what are those ads? Like, I know they've been around for like since 2017, I believe. And they've been around for years. Yeah, Blippler's around for years too. Where'd that go? How'd that work out? Yeah. I blame Obama for having a small dick and being a pothead at 41.
The elites view us because I'm from a council estate in Luton, a single parent household, and I've only been rich 10 years or so, and I despise losers. So imagine you're a billionaire born into a family, a lineage which has controlled Earth for hundreds of years. Imagine how much they despise us. You think they give a solitary fuck about you missing your fucking parents' funeral because of the common cold? They don't give a solitary shit. Why would they?
Well, this is actually something that's truthful. Again, I don't just hate the hate. It's a valid point.
Because this is what happens at a certain level of competence and power. You just get to a point where you're like, I'm tired of hearing your fucking excuses. That's bullshit. And you become, to a degree, yeah, cold and psychopathic. It's true. That's what happens.
I'm sorry.
I can't. I'm not just going to disagree with him to disagree with him. Yeah, you especially if you're born into wealth, man, you think you're more human than human. I'll be back in a second. I'm getting a request to fix a television, and I'm going to put my shirt on and I am commando today, so I am going to change the scene so you don't see my balls through my shorts. I don't know why I'm saying all that. I mean, I'm not just going to say the guy, oh, it's just as Andrew Tate, everything I have to disagree with him. No, he's 100% right with that one. 100% right. Anyway. Look at Phil. That's a man right there. That is a man. Let me, this horse, I'm gonna vacuum up the horse. I never thought I'd be saying that. Hey, Rich, what are you doing tonight? Vacuuming my horse? Oh, well, that's weird. Why are you vacuuming your horse, Rich? And for that, I would say I have no fucking clue. Sometimes a man just has to vacuum a horse. That's a man. That's a man. Enough of this ass foolery. You better not be breaking already, you fucking mic stand.
Biggest problem with Logan versus me is that I'm...
Yes. All right. I almost... He will bankrupt himself to stay out of Romanian prison and just rely on dumb followers to make him... That's... Yeah. Alex Jones is going to do the same thing. Alex Jones, I assure you, even if his money is given to the victims, which it should and hopefully will be, you don't think he has money secured somewhere so he's good for the rest of his life? If you say no, you're naive. Come on. And even if he did get wiped out, you don't think his stupid fucking audience will pay all his bills? So, it's sprinkles of truth on top of manure. They say extremely basic common sense, then sprinkle that on top of BS and ego. Yeah, 100%.
I'm a completely clean athlete. He's on a shitload of steroids.
Steroids? How the fuck did you think I passed every drug test I've ever done for the fights that I've had? What are you talking about? It's a cop-out historically for people who are threatened by me. So, like, I see him saying he wants to fight. I'm offering him the fight, and he's not taking it. And I even have an idea, because he obviously doesn't want to box. A 4-time world champ kickboxer is afraid of a YouTuber with no wins. And he still wants warm-up fights? Why don't we do something that both of us have never done? Clean record, 0-0. Let us step into the fucking octagon, brother. An MMA fight, me versus...
Who is that douche with that ridiculous, like, 2001 hairstyle?
Tate in the UFC. You think Dana would put that on? I know Dana likes Tate. Dog, me versus Tate in the octagon? You don't think Tate would... That would do...
I'll finish with a quote from my late father.
I hate them both. Just like Andrew Tate, I hate everybody.
My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Right?
What? Oh, this guy is bizarre.
Stream, everyone wants you out of it, so either change tune and get with the program and be fun, or keep sitting here and talking sarcastic and really slowly and repeating yourself and talking about how you only believe what you see on the internet, because no one really gives a fuck, and it's boring. So let's move on to something fun. Let's get the tempo up. I've just told...
What if Hassan and Andrew Tate just started making out aggressively?
What? Listen. That dude on top needs to make out aggressively with me.
I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah, no way.
Bang out the machete, boom in her face, grip her up by the neck. What's up, bitch? You got fuck.
Andrew Tate, you're a disgrace and you should be ashamed of yourself. You're not even a real man. As a kid, I was always told that a man who assaults a woman is not a real man. So in my book, you're not even a real man. Do you realize how big a problem people like you are for society? Do you realize how big a problem male misogyny and toxic malehood is? Over 99% of mass shootings are done by men.
That's true. There's been like, what? Let's look it up. How many female mass shooters have there been? Okay. Of course it's... Hold on. Mass shootings by gender. Allow all between 1982 Since 1982, an astonishing 132 mass shootings have been carried out in the United States by male shooters. In contrast, only 3 mass shootings defined by source as a single attack in a public space with more were killed have been carried out by women. Okay. There was more mass shootings in that period, though. But it's true, 2/3, no, more than 2/3. Point being is that mass shootings are very rarely, if ever, done by women.
The vast majority, no matter what you might think after that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, the vast majority of domestic violence and domestic rape is perpetrated by men. And twisted men like you make money and get famous by propagating this toxic manhood. On that video clip, you encouraged assault and rape of a woman. You should be put behind bars for that. That's
yeah, but the Dallas airport shooter, didn't she have a male accomplice, if I remember? And the YouTube shooter, she didn't even harm anybody. I don't even know if that would be considered a mass shooting. Well, I guess so, because she went there and was looking to cause. But though, look how you had to like dig and think. Yeah, it's 99% of shootings are done by men statistically.
illegal. A right-wing friend of mine let me into his male supremacy, pro-male, male misogynist world of his, that echo chamber bubble where male are perpetual victims.
Yep. And that's the quartering's grift.
It was quite enlightening, quite eye-opening. Every time a woman becomes a CEO of a company, it's male victimization. Every time a female achieves...
And what's funny is the dudes that are decrying women becoming CEOs, you ain't becoming a CEO of shit anyway. It's like there was this redneck complaining there were people coming from overseas taking computer engineering jobs, and the guy asked him, "Do you have a degree in computer engineering?" No. So why the fuck do you care? You're not going to get a job in that field anyway. But they're always the victim. Does anyone remember the one Nazi couple that put swastikas on their bodies of the police they killed? No, I don't. Holy fuck, really? That's crazy, dude.
Anything substantive in life, it's male victimization. It's amazing how insecure and shallow these men are. You men need to get a life. You need to introspect and see what your own weaknesses are, why you could not achieve that, rather than playing victim card the whole time. And you need to come out of that echo chamber bubble of yours. It's not real. I'm a physician. I deal and interact with dozens of families every single day. And I can tell you, virtually every single case of domestic violence, of domestic abuse, domestic rape that I have come across has been perpetrated by a man. And usually it's a toxic man who is influenced by people like you. So the first thing you need to do is stop being an embarrassment for the human race.
That was pretty savage.
Yesterday, I nearly died. Genuinely, yesterday was the closest I ever came to death in my entire life. And I want you to understand that I am the best of the best. The only reason I am breathing is because I'm a fucking ice cold professional.
Okay. When women get angry, they become manipulative, but when men get angry, they become dangerous. Yeah. I was just talking about that the other day, actually. Nightbreak Dreamer.
Any of you watching this video, if you were in the same situation I was in, would be dead. I say with 1000% confidence, I don't know any other motherfucker alive who could have done what I did yesterday. I'm that good. So I'm driving.
All right, DSP Taint. So what happened? I said Taint, and I didn't. I really did mean Tate.
Now, it's hard to explain how Romanian roads work, but it's a dual carriageway going up a mountain. So when you're coming, there's 3 lanes on mountains. The lane coming down is 1 lane, but the lane coming up the mountains is always 2 lanes because the trucks go very slowly, they move to the side. So I'm going up the mountain. Coming down the mountain is gridlock traffic, gridlock. So I'm behind the truck, it breaks into 2 lanes, the truck goes to the slow lane, I come to the fast lane, I'm in the 911 Turbo 992, boom, I floor it, bang. I'm about 120 miles an hour going up the mountain. Some fucking idiot comes round the bend, coming directly at me head on, the other way. So he's in my lane. He's on my side of traffic because his traffic's gridlocked, and he's flooring his Ferrari 812 super fast, 150 miles an hour, heading at traffic in the wrong direction. So when we go around the corner and I see him, when the Ferrari first appeared, please, I say this without exaggeration, without bravado, I'm driving my car, I go around the corner, and the Ferrari is there. Right fucking there in front of me. Bam! 812. Now, this is fucking death. Head on, 911 Turbo, 812 super fast.
I don't know the whole story behind that, Lyoko.
Head on, bang.
I don't like commenting on stuff that I don't know anything about.
Head on. There's no fucking surviving that. Even me, with all my supreme strength, would struggle to survive.
With all my supreme strength.
This fucking guy was gonna kill us both. He's on my side of the road, 150 miles per hour at traffic. Fucking absolutely unbelievable. So when the Ferrari appears, let me tell you what amateurs do, because you're all amateurs. I'm a fucking professional. Amateurs always do the same thing in cars. When something happens that they're unsure about or they don't like, they press the brake. Now, I can tell you this because when I drive the way I drive very fast, but I don't drive on the wrong fucking side of the road. But when I drive very fast and I'm zipping in and out of cars, let's say there's a person in the car and they see me behind in the rear view zipping in and out very quickly, they start to panic because they see a Lambo coming up out of nowhere and they press the brake. Even though there's nothing in front of them. Because somebody's coming up behind them really quickly, they just press the brake. People press the brake. That's what they do. In this scenario, if I would have touched the brake, it's over. There's no time. You cannot brake. The Ferrari is, without exaggeration, I could see the man's face. The Ferrari was so fucking close. The Ferrari is there. There's no time to brake. Brake what? So I'm driving, Ferrari appears, and I'll give you, this is real world. I'm driving, Ferrari, in fact, it was a left-hand turn. Driving, left-hand turn, Ferrari appears, and I fucking hard, bang, full right lock the Porsche 911 and lose control of the car. This is why I'm the best. I'm saying this without bravado. I mean this. What I did yesterday was fucking legendary. If I had a dash cam, it would be a billion hits on YouTube. I'm having dash cams installed in every car tomorrow. I fucking full lock the Porsche right, lose control of the Porsche. As I'm fighting to regain control of the Porsche, I'm heading for the concrete barrier. While I'm fighting to regain control of the Porsche, I glance at my rear view and I see him, he's lost control of the Ferrari. This is the difference. I regained control of my car without hitting anything. regained control of my car without hitting anything. He slid off into a truck. Now, that's not the end of the fucking story, because I was furious this motherfucker almost killed me. And this is a thank you to Romania, because my network and connections in Romania are unrivaled. I put the following videos on Instagram and offered a 5,000 euro cash reward. And within a few hours, we had located this idiot. We had found him and we found his car. This shows that money talks. We found him, we found his car, and I left a note on his car telling him he's a stupid bitch. And if he continues to drive that way, he's gonna regret it. Because if I see any more stories, I'm taking it personal, about this guy risking the lives of fucking families and children, driving head on into traffic, I'll fucking deal with him myself. I'm a fucking professional. If there was anyone else in my position, that person would have died. My only regret is that this guy doesn't hit a fucking tree. I want him to hit a tree and be gone. The guy is fucking dangerous. Unreal. Unreal levels of stupidity. Because there's money, yes, you can have money, but you still must have a brain. And people like this are a fucking liability.
There he is, flexing his connections again. I would say Andrew Tate. So I called him Tate again. I'm not doing it on purpose. Yeah, how dare you have a natural reaction? Well, dude, everything is about... That's his moneymaker. Well, besides human trafficking. That's his moneymaker, man, is he has to seem the best at everything, and these guys eat it up. And 20-year-olds and teenagers and disenfranchised 40-year-olds are stupid enough to believe it. Happy New Year, Rich. Thank you, Anthony. Hope you're having a good day. And can I have some Phil sounds and birds? Yes, of course.
Humping Steven Crowder.
Helping Steven Crowder. This is your life now.
You get the sweet taste of ass.
Oh, la 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 la. Yes. Howard Stern's penis. Baba booey, baba booey.
There you go.
You can kill, you listen, kill me. That would be devastating. Kill a fucking family or some children. If there was a woman driving, unbelievable. Unbelievable the levels of stupidity some people operate at. But this is a thank you to all of Romania because we found him. He's been notified of the fact he's a stupid bitch. We've confirmed he crashed his car when I didn't because I'm fucking professional and he's a little punk. And on top of it all, now he is marked for death. Steven Seagal, marked for death. Any more stories about this guy driving like a fucking cunt, I'm dealing with him personally. He attempted...
Why is it not saying anything? What is going on here? This is... What? Tate just telling facts. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was great. What the fuck? Okay, all right, that was great. Oh, now they're just selling shit. Okay.
I want you all to understand something about life. Discontentment and unhappiness is supposed to motivate you. But you've been tricked by the modern world into thinking that there's a problem with you, that it's a condition, there's a disease, there's something wrong with me. Completely incorrect. When you feel like shit, it's supposed to be warning you that your life is shit and something must change. And it's supposed to inspire you to push harder. I know people who are depressed, but it inspires them to push further. They're like, I don't want this life, fuck this, I'm getting rich.
Of course. Get the generic B-roll of a man looking inspired in a three-piece suit walking into a place. And the thing is, he's probably just walking in there to take a shit. It's like... I finally found a bathroom where I could let out this log. Let's go. My favorite part is how he can admit that his program is a fraud, but people still... Well, yeah. Same with Alex Jones. Same with Jeremy. He's admitted, like on Destiny, in that debate, which I couldn't watch. I can't... Watching anything with Jeremy, unless it's someone making a video roasting him, is painful. Because he talks in slow motion. I feel bad for his wife, man. So, hey, how was work today?
I just peed in my basement.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, he sounds like, yes, he sounds like Agent Smith. He sounds like he's part of the Matrix. Dad, you should start Birdman University. Tell the ways of being a normal, respected man with a normal, respected, flat ass. I'm glad I grew up with Steve from Blue's Clues instead of this Magic 8-Ball. Dude, there was always grifters like him, though. I mean, now it's just with social media, they could spread further, like diarrhea.
There's also a lot of people who are depressed who sit there and go, I'm depressed, I don't know why. Because you're broke, because you're fat, because you're a loser. Happiness.
What about people who are multimillionaires who we find out when they commit suicide and they're none of those? Oh my God. Why do people buy this shit, man? What I'm hearing, though, is that, yeah, he's not doing well, but he wants to focus on treatments. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's on his way out, but it doesn't seem good, though. That's for shit sure.
It's on top of a mountain, and you fuckers ain't earned it.
What the fuck is this?
If you cannot control your own mind, then you go through life with zero control. Zero influence. You can't control anything. You're just a feather in the wind, waiting for life to blow you from happy place to sad place to happy place to sad place. Completely hoping on the gods to be fortunate to you, because if any genuine discomfort comes your way, you're fucked. If you're the kind of man who's rolling with men who will fuck your girl after you split up with her, then you deserve everything that happens to you. Because let me tell you something. Me and my friends, the things we've been through, it's been life or fucking death. And if I have people beside me who will literally take a bullet for me, take a knife from me, we're gonna fight outnumbered, side by side soldiers. They're not gonna fucking go behind my back for a little bit of pussy. Any man who would snake his boy for a girl is the kind of guy who has the kind of friends who I wouldn't even associate with. The good old days.
Yeah.
Some of the best days of my life were brokey days.
You think, yeah?
Yeah, man, I miss the brokey days.
Why?
Because when you have limitations...
Money makes it fun, though.
Money does make life fun, but when you have limitations, you're better at living in the moment and you're better at appreciating things. So what happens is, now at my point, right, no matter how much fun I'm having, it's always, even if it's only 1% in the back of my mind, that it could be more fun somewhere else. If I can go anywhere I want all the time with no limitations, I never have to turn up to a job, I don't have anything I have to do, I can go anywhere, right? And I got a plane waiting for me. If I'm in Marbella in the middle of a party, no matter how good that party is, how much fun I'm having, whatever girls I'm with, whatever, and my boy texts me from Mykonos saying it's going off in Mykonos, part of me is thinking, should I just... I can get there by it's 3 a.m. now. I can be there before the club closes in Mykonos. And then it's hard to just live in the moment and be happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, that because you're a fucking narcissist, man. You can never have enough. I don't know. That man, you mean the Steam Deck. That man is Gabe. Zeb Carlson. Thank you. He is a man. He doesn't... Like, I don't know. Like, dude, if I had all the money in the world... I mean, I also have kids, too, but... I wouldn't be like, oh, let me take a plane to go fly to this party. Fuck that, dude. Dude, if I had, like, 30 million in the bank, I would still be doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
That makes sense? Because there's unlimited choices. It's like going to Tesco. If there's only one sandwich, it's fine. If there's 100 sandwiches, you start reading every sandwich. Which one's the one I want? Maybe that one was better. So the brokey days were good days, bro, man. Like,
who the hell weighs for LaSalle? First off, you're actually defending this dude. Secondly, I don't weigh 400 pounds, bro. Hate to break it to you. Are you that? You're trolling me, probably, almost definitely, but you're really too dumb to know the difference in between the two. You don't understand the difference in between the two. Oh, you're trolling. Okay, you were trolling.
I'd get McDonald's, and you're laughing with your boys. The brokey days are great, and I'm not complaining about being rich. Obviously, I worked hard for this, and it's a fantastic life I live now. But I think without those brokey days, without those original days to compare it to, without that juxtaposition, then I don't think being rich would be fun at all. I think it's only fun because you can compare it to the days when you weren't rich.
Yeah, you don't seem like you're having fun, though. Especially now.
There's a really interesting show I watched a long time ago, and it was a documentary about colors. They found this tribe in Africa. They had different names for the colors than we have. And they got two different shades of blue, which were basically identical. And to them, they were completely different colors. But then they put like blue and yellow, and they couldn't tell the difference. Because the blue and the yellow had one name, and these two kinds of blues had a different name. And what they were trying to say is, if your brain is associated a name with something, it's very hard to work out the difference between the two things that have the same name. So I'm never unhappy. I'm happy, always. If I'm not distraught, I'm happy. So I never wake up and go, oh, I'm unhappy today. I wake up and go, oh, I'm a little bit...
I wonder how happy he is right now.
Less happy today, but I'm happy. I've labeled myself as happy. I've labeled myself as lucky. I'm labeled these things, and I truly believe them. I will pass any lie detector test today that I'm the most content, happy man.
John, I'm about 290 right now. Why do you ask?
In the world, because that's what I've decided. That's what I've labeled myself as. So how can it not be true? Motivation is not a real thing. You're never going to be permanently motivated to do things.
I have a feeling we're going to be getting in a bunch of Tate White Knighters, and that's fine. I'm stoned, so I'm all about having a war. Please. Please. By all means, I won't ban you. I am here for it. I am a proud toxic motherfucker. So by all means, bring it. By all means, I am here for it. So long as you don't put up personal information and don't threaten anybody, it is an open playing field. I am a dick and I am proud of it. So come at me.
Things that you don't want to do.
So then, Andrew, how do I do it? Like, how do I do it?
People who train every day don't want to train every day. They are not motivated to train every day. They are something else. Motivation is the wrong word. They are not motivated. They are disciplined.
Andrew,
disciplined.
Andrew, are there ever days where you don't feel like working?
Don't ban anybody. No. Don't ban them. Thank you, John. Okay. There was another dude I thought who had your profile pic. I will take it back that I thought you were the troll that I didn't ban. My apologies to you. I also take back when I fuck up. But besides the fact that I fucked up towards you, I will still say this. I am stoned, I am toxic, and I love being a petty motherfucker. So let him speak. I take pride in the fact that, and like I said, unless there's personal information, there have been people that, dude, there are people trying to dox Tickled Television in my chat, and I banned
breastfeed it.
Like, I won't put up with it. Look, you don't like the guy. I don't like him either, but I don't want it to go beyond YouTube. But boy, I will admit it, I can be petty. And boy, I don't care. I actually think it's fun. I could be a petty motherfucker. I'm not going to deny it.
Out, or you don't feel like doing work?
Every fucking day.
I don't understand this guy. I'm seeing him all over. Not him. Obviously, I know who Andrew Tate is. Who is the other guy who, like, he can't read a sentence?
Feel like doing things that I still do. It's called discipline. It's called being a man. It's not about feeling like doing it. You only do things you feel like doing. You know what you end up doing? What? You end up sitting around with a belly drinking soya fucking latte bullshit.
Now look, man. I'm going to lose the rest of the way. It has something to do with what he's saying or not the other shit. But bro, you were literally made a portion of your wealth, a decent portion of it, by fucking with the mob. and human trafficking, allegedly. Innocent until proven guilty, I get it. But he's admitted to these things himself. Stop making it like you started Microsoft. Like, if you take, oh my God, I'm so stoned that I forgot I made coffee. If you take, like, his toxic shit aside, like, he has points like, yeah, get off your fucking ass and do something. He's right about that. But stop making it like you started up like a Fortune 500 company, dude. You literally are in the mob. You can't talk, and you brag about it.
You start at the same time as everybody else. You don't have an advantage over everybody else. You're gonna run a race. You want to go first, don't you? Right? So do you have to wait for the calendar to reset because you really need that little bit of extra motivation to not be a lazy piece of shit? Do you need to see a number 1 on the calendar to get up and get your work done?
Yeah, that's true. See, I'm still gonna I'm not gonna just sugarcoat it and be like,
it's the day after Christmas.
And clutch my pearls.
Jet's fuel, jumped on the plane, and I'm going out to the streets to make money. And I have a bunch of money, and I'm up working. So I don't know how you...
How are you making that money, though? It's fine you're making the money. How are you making the money is the question. Hustle. Man, I give respect for that. Shit, technically, have I taken it down? I think Christmas was the only day. Christmas Day. Did I work Christmas night? No, I think I even work Christmas night. I don't even... Fuck, man. I get it. Hustle. Sorry, my girlfriend just sent me a picture of her boobs and it distracted me.
Sit at home with no money and think, oh,
dude, I wish there was a way I could sell like THC products.
I don't need to go work right now. I can wait for the year. No, you fucking cannot wait.
Yeah, but the asterisk is, how are you making that money, son? What he's saying is right. I've always said that. Why are you waiting till January 1st, whether it be starting a job or just do it.
You cannot stop. You cannot give up. Most of you are happy to be losers part-time. But then that new video game comes out. I'll just play the video game. I'll just be a loser for 2 more weeks. Then I'll get back to trying to escape the Matrix. It doesn't work that way. You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. When a rocket is flying out towards the moon to escape the atmosphere.
Or it's called time management. RTU Birdseed Edibles limited edition. But he is right, though, man. You got to hustle. It's why we're starting the merch. It's why we're starting other stuff. Like, you got to hustle. But don't hustle like him.
It doesn't fucking pause.
Do it legally.
Halfway up the sky, does it? No, it keeps going. You're in competition with the entire world. Everyone wants to escape. You cannot be lazy.
Cool. Oh, it's a cool tick. Oh, it's just these TikTok videos are so bizarre. What is this? Sparkle shop? I don't... Are you really selling the cheap-ass lights that I have around that I can't find a fucking remote for? Oh, go away with this shit. Low prices, high quality. Sure. Okay. Is that Guy Fieri? I'm buying it now. Man, they're really...
I go to bed at night as a teenager and think, I looked it up on the internet. It was a Honda Civic Type R. I wanted one. It was like 38,000 pounds. I had no money. I had less than 50 pounds on my bank account. Couldn't afford it. Then I looked up how much a Ferrari cost. 210,000 pounds. And I said to Tristan, my brother, I was like, there are people with 210,000 pounds for a car. And he's like, yes, so? I'm like, no, not so. How? If I worked my job for 6 years and saved every penny. If I walked to work and didn't eat, I couldn't buy this car. How are people doing this? I couldn't sleep at night when I was broke. I knew that everything was a lie. I knew the Matrix was lying to me. I knew I had to find a way out. I was sitting there going, I refuse to live my human years and be some second-class citizen peasant when there's people out here who get to do whatever the fuck they want.
All right, well, that's kind of how I feel too. Why do they keep calling it his final message? We've already heard this before.
And he drives, and this that Ultima. So what the fuck does he know about?
Yeah, he bases too much around. I'm so tired of the
I want to
Matrix.
choose the subject of how I make money and get my dick sucked, drive a Lamborghini. Well, you can study business studies. Fucking business studies. My teacher for business studies looks like a fucking. And he drives, and this that Ultima. So what the fuck does he know about business?
Dude. Howard, it's so funny. He never tells you how he makes his money.
You ever met a guy who's just got covered in muscle, got a six-pack? You're like, hey bro, how'd you do that? You been going to the gym? Nah man, it was an accident. Oops. No, he built that body purposefully. He did things specifically to get the result he desired. He ate a specific way. He trained a specific amount. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Why is there Grand Theft Auto 5 footage
Every
on the
rich
bottom?
person knows exactly
TikTok confuses the fuck out of me. I'm too
what
old.
they're doing. People who are making money know exactly how to do it. You're sitting there saying, I want to be rich. You don't
Why is there someone spazzing out in GTA 5 while he's telling me how to be rich? Why is this happening? Why is this mixture even here?
even have a plan to get rich. How the fuck are you going to get rich on accident? How's that going to happen? Oops, I'm a millionaire. Never!
Yeah, it's mostly true.
Quote you said that really touched me. When you wake up, look at yourself in the mirror. And
Offer that man a drink.
Offer the man a drink.
Yeah, I tell him I did.
But also,
never heard that. I don't have a drink as much as the next man.
But also, can I say one other thing? That is because this shot got canceled.
Yeah.
And he got canceled. But one thing that helped me is like, no matter what, you're depressed. That shit. Get yourself up. Go to the fucking gym.
Yeah, that's our message. We don't care.
Well,
if you're
I don't
depressed.
say, but like he literally helps people going through shit. I was going through shit.
The point is get up, get to work.
I'm saying,
keep
but
moving
like
forward.
he like
Don't feel sorry for yourself because we've been there.
But it's incredible
I've
he's
been
canceled and he like genuinely helps. And
Genuinely helps. But it is right, man. Don't just get up and keep going. Don't beat yourself up and say, woe is me. No, depression isn't fake. That's
mind trick, and I want you to pay attention because this might be the most important video you ever watch in your life. What I want you to do from now on
this is music from the Matrix.
is try and remember your last thought before you go to sleep. Now, when you do this, it's going to turn your brain on and wake your brain up, and then you're going to struggle to sleep. So don't do that. It's going to take a little bit of practice. It's going to take about a week or so where you learn to be zen and fall asleep and allow your mind to fall asleep while remembering what you're thinking about and categorizing it. And the point is that when you wake up the next day, you should be able to tell people what the last thought you had was before you went to sleep. Once you've trained your mind to remember it, something very interesting happens. Now what happens is, when you remember your last thought before you went to sleep, you start to remember all of your dreams and all of your thoughts you have when you are asleep. Because you only live in the present. You only live in right now. Everything you've ever
Yeah, now this is a bunch of nonsense.
experienced in your life is remembered. And you remember all of your experiences from reality the same way you remember your dreams
Yes.
from your unconscious.
I'm talking more with my editor about it. We got something else planned for this week, though.
You remember them the same imagination. I have lived an entire life in my subconscious while I was asleep as a secret.
I drive a Sentra and I'm not in jail. But if you're smart enough you realize he does the same thing Alex Jones does, and there are nuggets of truth in there. Like, yeah, get off your ass and do so. All right, today you had too much to eat. The next day, go work out and change your plan, change your regimen. Don't cry about it. He's right about that stuff. Get up and hustle. Work more than the next guy. He's right about all that. But then he goes into his grift, and then he goes, you know, that the whole little human trafficking thing's a little bit of a problem. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, how are you making your money, son?
I have all of the memories. I have years of memories of living a life in which I could fly. Call me crazy. I know you're sick. Some of you will not understand what I'm talking about. Some of you will understand what I'm talking about. But the point is that my mind has two lives. I have my conscious life and my unconscious life. I've lived both. I remember them the same. I have trained my mind to do this. So, in my living years, my human experience, I've lived twice as long as you have. This is why I know twice as much as you know. I've lived more life. I've lived more life inside of my mind because my mind has been trained. Do you understand?
This guy is ridiculous. Well, dude, it's some spammy TikTok person who's like putting their cheap merch in between and knowing Andrew Tate's going to get him a lot of views and in turn get them a lot of clicks. That it obvious. There we go. Quality guaranteed. What is this debate? Debate with Andrew Tate. Here we go.
I respect that you can then tell her, I want you to do this, babe, and she has to listen.
You're right, but let me.
A lot of women, they want autonomy over themselves. But personally, I don't want a man that's going to provide for me just so he can tell me to sit down and I'm a dog and I'm going to sit down.
Let's understand
because
something.
I can make my own decisions too.
Let's understand something. Every man will give you a life. It's just a matter of whether you're happy with the life that man.
Not every man can afford it, though.
No, exactly. Every man will give you a life. It's just a matter of whether you're happy with
Lord
the man,
Silly
the life
Nipples,
that man
yes.
is capable of giving. And this goes back into the earlier points we were saying. You can find a good man who will work his ass off and give you the best life he can possibly give you every ounce of strength inside of him. He'll give you all he has. You can get that. But if you're going to wake up and go, no, I don't want that life. I want that life. Well, then that comes with problems.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
this is the cognitive dissonance that most females operate under, where they sit and go, I want that life, but I want him to act like that guy. I want the Nissan and the McLaren. You can't have...
But what fucking women are you going for? Stop going for the GTA 5 NPCs. Well, they're the only hot ones. No, they're not. There are 10 out of 10s who don't give a shit about any of that. The problem is the clientele of women that you're going for, too. You know what I'm saying?
Both.
What about
you need to decide, and there becomes a degree of female maturity, as you said earlier. You get to a point where you're like, you know what? Maybe all that glitz and glam and bullshit isn't worth it.
It's not worth it.
You grow up, right?
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. And you make a different decision. And I'm saying that a lot of women get to that point. The problem is, in the modern world, the shit women did before they got to that point, from 19 to 24, pisses the man off to the point where he's never going to be as good as he could be. It's different in your world, right? You met a man, you stayed with that man, ding. I know plenty of people. First man, high school sweethearts. The world was different only 40, 50 years ago. The second man, they've been married forever, 50-year marriages. All that shit's gone. And then we have to tie back into all the other sub-points I've made. Into you've had a very fun life at your peak sexual value from 19 to 24, running around doing X, Y, Z. Now you're with this guy who can't give you the life he knows you've already lived. Part of him feels inferior. His status is damaged because all the shit you did is on Instagram, and he ain't the one who gave it to you. And now you're expecting a whole bunch of crap out of him. And now, when he comes and works his ass off and manages to save up and buy a BMW and picks you up, hey, I got a BMW, you go, yeah, I like Mercedes. And this is the point you're missing. It's not about the fucking car. It's about something larger than that. It's about making him feel like he's a man again and that he's in charge.
A woman shouldn't have to make a man feel like...
But again, what it keeps going back to the same thing. What kind of woman are you fucking with that she was like, oh, we only got a BMW? First off, BMW and Mercedes are kind of like in the same realm to me anyway, so. But that was a kind of a stupid analogy, at least to me. The second, it's like, dude, that is the kind, like, you go for vapid bitches, you're going to have to deal with vapid bitches. I'm not taking advice from a dude who wears sunglasses, and yeah, that's a good point, too. Death metal.
You're sitting here going, I'm an autonomous female. I can fucking like that. But what are you doing? You're damaging the psyche of the man who's trying to love you. Is it worth it for a fucking
What do you mean by loving? Can we break it down? Can we break it down? Does loving mean that you listen to what I have to say and also think about what I want and not just what you want? Is that what loving means? If that's it, I can subscribe to that. But I'm not going to subscribe to sit down and you have to sit down.
It's not about that.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I pay my own bills and you're going to tell me what to do?
That's fine. But it gets to a point. It gets to a point where you have to sit and analyze the scenario you're in and try and realize and pick your battles. And I'm telling you, you may not realize it, but a man does a whole bunch of shit for you that you don't know. He's watching the shows you want to watch. He's listening to you talk gossip about the girls at work. He's fucking going, yeah, I like that dress, that dress. He doesn't give a fuck about any of it. He's doing it for you.
See, that's
but the second it's back the other way, you have some fucking issue with autonomy.
Right.
It's
He's
bullshit.
right. Listen, yeah, he's right because women talk nonsense for a long time. And they say like, yeah, babe, you're right. Yeah, babe, can't believe she did that. It's true, babe. Oh yeah, that show is good. Yeah, babe. Yeah, it's true. You become a...
The hottest woman there is not saying anything. She's making me nervous.
I agree. Men do a lot, but women do a lot too. As much as if my man caters to me, I will do anything to make him happy. If he says, "Oh, babe, I like this meal," I will make sure I can cook it for him because guess what? He actually cares about what I want as well. You can't just have a one-way relationship.
It's not one way. I'm just saying. I'm just commenting. I'm just saying. If I was a woman and I had to make a man as attracted to me as possible, my goal would be to give that man status and make him feel good about himself. And I'd be very, very careful talking too much about life experiences or opposing views, not because he's out to oppress me, not because he's an evil, horrible person, but because he's trying to find somebody with a similar life view. He's trying to find somebody he can show the world to, trying to find somebody he can feel like he can teach things to. That's how you get the best out of a man. I'll tell you now, you get the best out of a man.
That's why I got Clementine.
No, but if you go into a man's room when he's playing video games, and he's playing video games, and you say, all you do is play video games, and you nag him, he'll play video games. If you walk in there and go, you know what, you're so smart, I've seen you do so many amazing things, and you said so many amazing things, why do you waste your time playing video games? You could show me so much. Now you're going to get him off the fucking console.
No. No. A stupid man, maybe. That's called that reverse. You're such a... Dude, yeah, people used to say that to me. You're so smart, and you're sitting there on YouTube talking about video games. How'd that work out for me, motherfucker? Now look, context is key, like I always say. If someone's sitting there 13 hours a day, what's good, Titanius? I see you. Yeah, it's manipulation. It's like, oh, you're so good at... Why are you sitting there? I'd be like, bitch, why the fuck you sitting there watching reality shows all day? Get the fuck out of here. Coming to talk to me about what you do in what I do in my spare time. Let's talk about what you do in your spare time. Sit there playing a stupid-ass fucking game on your phone. And why? Because those are socially acceptable things? Here's the deal. I'll stop wasting my time with my hobby when you stop wasting your time with your more socially acceptable, albeit still wasted time. All hobbies are a waste of time. All hobbies are, if you want to look at it that way. You know what I mean? A gold digger is damaging the psyche of a man who thought of Victoria would be biblically submissive. What is that from, Lyoko?
Yeah. But it's an I know it's an ego play. I know your old girls are like, why should I have to do that? There's a lot of things
because it tells you look pretty in the morning.
It's because you win. It's because in the end you win. You talk about why should I have to do that? Well, why should you have to work hard in the gym to get six-pack? Because you win. That's the game. If you, it's actually, men are so simple.
We are so simple, and the truth is, women know it. This is what's amazing. Women pretend they're confused. You're not confused. You know. You're just egos are in the way, and society's telling you something else, and you just fucking refuse to be agreeable, nice people.
So, no,
and then
it's
you wonder,
true.
and then
It's
you wonder
true.
why men have this fucking problem marrying you.
So,
wait, guys,
I have a question.
No,
agreeable is
guys,
being
wait.
nice.
But again, you're talking about a certain clientele of women. You're talking about these women that the first thing they're looking at is what your annual salary is before anything. They don't care about your dick size. They don't care about they're looking at your car and your annual salary. You want to be a mile of fucking way from these women. Andrew's taint is big enough for Phil. We have to ask him.
And big taints. Humping Steven Crowder.
I love how he has like a little bit of spit.
Humping Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder.
Helping Steven Crowder.
Oh man.
So I have a question for the girls. So imagine you're dating a guy, okay, and it's your birthday, and for your birthday he gets you, let's say, a $500 gift, okay, and you're happy, right? It's thoughtful, it's specific to you. Then you found out last year he got his ex-girlfriend an entire birthday party. How does that make you feel? He did the most. He rented out the nicest hotel in London. He got her everything she wanted the year before.
Me not care.
You don't care at all?
I don't really care. As long as he's making me happy.
Okay, you don't.
Yeah, that's so. It also depends on the context. He may have been dating you for a year, but at the time, was he with that woman for like 10 years? Also, is he in a different financial position? Like, there's a lot of, oh man.
We're different people too. Yeah. It's a different relationship, and maybe like, you know, he bought her flowers every day, 365 days a year, and he didn't do that for me. It's like, well, if that's what makes her happy, he's gonna do what makes her happy. Exactly. I mean, I get the angle. What you're saying is like,
she's the hottest one.
She did, you know, he did all that for her. Why am I not good enough? But the second you compare yourself, you lose.
Yeah. And I agree. But I'm just saying that's how men look at like your past is like basically like you've given it for free.
So okay, so here's my question to that, because
no, you're stupid, lady, and your dress is terrible. Like, what are you talking about?
All right, I love like everything we're talking about. Okay, so to all of the viewers out there, including myself, right? You live life. There's gray area. You live and you fucking learn, right?
I don't see an intelligent brain. Just people using Howard Stern on Steven Crowder. This is not life to be congratulated about. Yeah, pretty much.
So where the fuck do we go from here? So do I play the shame game where everybody walks away a fucking loser? Because I can do that. I've beat myself up my entire life for every decision I've ever made, right? It got me nowhere. No. So I value myself. I see the world differently through a series of events, right? So what the fuck comes next? Because that's where I'm confused, right? Because I'm not, it's like, if you don't, if it's not like gifted to you,
no,
like
he's
even
not,
in your
Isaiah.
situation, like your dad provided you a life that like so many people would kill for. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why it's like, it sucks, because the reason I hate these conversations is because it's never about like empathy. Do I understand the scales and how someone may view you for this, that, and the third? Okay, but moving forward, then what? So okay, so I'm just gonna, like I said, make it about
Happy
myself.
New Year too, that
30,
one guy.
Single, mom. My fucking checkered past is all over Instagram. You know what I mean? I have people like you. She's a hoe. She's literally known for this. Okay. So what
Every day, Adam. Every day.
What would be your advice to people like me then?
But I don't believe in grey area. I believe black and white. So
Okay,
I'm
well,
just
that's
different.
unfortunate, because there's
Yeah, what do you mean you don't believe in there's a gray area?
There's gray.
I don't believe in grey area.
There's gray. There's gray in life.
Do you know what? To answer, wait,
Go
I'm
on,
gonna answer.
let her
question.
answer
I mean, I just think there's consequences for your decisions, and I just think like my best advice would be to like lower your standards, like that, because I just think there's going to be consequences for putting, you know, promiscuous stuff on the internet.
Okay.
And you probably won't get the type of guy that you could have got at 22.
Do you know what,
21.
sister?
It wasn't meant to be then.
Do you know what I'll tell you? I would say, because I'm 30 and I'm single out of a situation that actually is not because I was
So a dude could go around and fuck a billion women, it's fine. But if a woman, it's nah.
A hoe and I was doing whatever. People can't call me that. I made my decision to be with somebody that hurt me a lot, and I stayed for 5 years. I came out super late. And do you know what I realized? What I learned is that I know now that I have to be selective and I have to think. If me taking longer to get to that stage is what it takes, then that's what it takes. You accept your future, you accept everything with gratitude, because as long as you're breathing, that's the most important thing. At least you've got your child. I am not afraid because I know the quality of woman that I am. I know my value regardless of whether I'm 30, 40, 50. Yeah. Do you understand? So you don't be afraid by other people's time limits and limitations and all of these things, because it actually doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why.
Your value goes down as you get older.
That's according to you.
No, but I'm saying to men, and you have to understand your buyer.
I'll tell you why. Because since Mr. Andrew Tate explained something about status, I understand.
Did she really say your value goes down to? Oh, Jesus.
Understand very well what that actually means. And as a woman, the quality and the value that I.
Yeah, Andrew Tate. If it's not about him, he just doesn't want to. I don't know what he's zoning out right there.
I hold for myself is actually the kind of value and quality that a man will appreciate the status it will bring to him, whether or not I'm a virgin. Because I've worked on myself to be a woman of quality and substance. I respect myself and I handle myself as such, okay? And that is the way that you're going to actually overcome all of these bad mistakes that you've made, because who you are right now actually will make a difference if you stick to it and if you mean it and if you've always been that way. There's always another story for everybody. It doesn't matter. You'll be fine.
Do you know what
just got somebody that's more emotionally mature.
Do you know what I would have said to you? What are
would
you about to say, Andrew? Because you just started speaking.
I was going to say.
Andrew, she said.
Andrew. I want to hear. I really because you've been through a lot in your life. When she told me that you were going to be on and we were going to be on this panel together, I started watching a bunch of your videos, and it really was like there's so much that you have been through, which is why you have a well of wisdom, right? And the difference between me and you is that you're glorified for it, and I am burned at the stake for everything that I've been through. And it's so funny because people have always said that we were two sides of the same coin, as far as like, well, if Andrew Tate gets banned, Brittany Renner should get banned, because we are all about accountability and fucking truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been through a lot, I've been through a lot.
He's about truth. Come on.
I'm seen as used goods. You're seen as a high value man.
Yep.
So if you're me, then what? What's next?
Yeah, it's really interesting, and it's interesting you make that observation, and you are correct. That's the difference between the masculine and the feminine. It's unfair, I guess. The world's not fair, but that's the difference between the masculine and the feminine. Men are respected for going through things and surviving, and women are the complete opposite. They're shamed for going through things and surviving. If you look at women love scars on men for a reason. He's gone through something.
They're war wounds.
Yeah, men don't want a chick covered in scars. I'll say this right now, that a woman, the more trauma she goes through, the more masculine she naturally becomes. And if you were to give me my ideal woman, I would not want of wanted her to have a hard life.
What? Yeah, dude, I've met plenty of women that unfortunately have went through traumatic things. It doesn't make them like manly. Oh my God. I'm getting stupider watching this. I don't know how much more I could take. I want to play Elden Ring. Andrew Tate looks like he's charging up for the Super Saiyan rat. Yeah, pretty much.
And a bunch of trauma. I like the idea of her having a soft feminine life and being a soft person, and I can take care of her and protect her. Whereas as a man, to be a good man, you need to have been through a bunch of trauma, because if you haven't been through trauma as a man, you're a weakling. You have to have been through a bunch of shit. So the masculine and the feminine is a very interesting point there. As for I don't know your history. I don't know the past, but we can just talk in generalizations in regards
people
to
like me, I guess, under the same umbrella. It doesn't have to be personal.
All right, she's hot, but I'm bored. I think it's time for Phil. Like, it's just, I'm getting tired. Yeah, what's happening right now with Mr. Mediker?
Gimpy Troll, Jim announced tonight he is retiring due to his declining health. Can you please toast him? I owe him for immortalizing me in his Ian Miles Chung video. To Jim, to Mr. Mediker, a man taken from the internet far too soon by an...
Whoa, what? Mediker's retiring?
Yeah, his last stream is going to be next Saturday, apparently.
Yeah, he is in rough shape from what I heard. Yeah, essentially is kind of what he's saying, Leoko. Watch the DSP video I sent you. Okay, I will. Yeah, end stage. What kind of cancer does he have?
A man taken from the internet, taken from all of us. A man who is a truth sayer, who is a laugher, and who is an exposer of comedy in the real world. The internet.
Yeah, I mean, look, I feel terrible for what he's going through. However, he has a very checkered past. Stage 4, huh? Yeah, that's not good. I know he's been a heavy smoker. Wasn't he a heavy smoker too?
That will be less without him. Cheers to him. May his cancer AIDS not take him, and he changed his mind. Peace, Jim.
Wait, he's talking about CoffeeZilla? Let me look up Mr. Mediker. Yeah, I was curious about this anyway. One year ago, 4 years ago. Does he have like a highlight thing here?
I do. And I love Israel.
His immune system is shot? How did that happen? Is that because of the chemo?
From
Check Twitter. Okay. What, DMs? You hit me up with a DM, man? I'll give you a link, okay.
Veggie Bad, Merry Christmas, Jim. Your sarcastic wit and your humor can't really be replicated, especially when the actual bullies are the ones who push cancel culture and life ruination. Your humor and wit will be greatly missed. From Waxican. Hey, Jim. I know this may be one of your last time streaming, so I want to ask stuff that I'll probably...
Damn, that's crazy. Like, to know, like, probably this is it. And you're streaming and everyone's saying, wow, what a bizarre... Oof.
Probably never get to ask you again. If it's anything too personal, I don't feel like you have to answer. Is there a follow-up? Oh, there is a follow-up. Okay. I thought he was just super chatting to say that, and then he never followed up. So I was like, okay, what are you going to ask?
Yeah, media.
I know you're an apatheist. How did you become one? And has your illness made you reconsider spirituality and religion? Well, I became... how did you become an apatheist? I don't know. I don't know. This wasn't like a... let me sit down today and decide kind of thing. And as for... has your illness made you reconsider spirituality and religion? I did have one very strange occurrence during the course of my illness that I never really spoke of. It's a little spooky, to be honest. A little bit personal. So, how would you even say this? So, let me preface this by saying, I understand when you're sick, you're stressed, and stress can interfere with your basic daily habits, and the medications you are on can have side effects. So as all of that is a caveat out of the way, and possible explanations for what I'm about to explain to you. I did have one very weird occurrence happen when I first got sick. Had a bit of a dream. Usually I wouldn't put any, meaning behind a dream. But during the course of the dream, which was very religious in context, there was I swear to God, there was a numerical code with a group of lettering, kind of all in a combination, and for some reason it just stuck in my head, and I was trying to figure out, what is that? Is that something I saw? Is that something from like a video I saw somewhere? Or is that something that popped up somewhere? And I did a Google search on it, and the weird thing was I got like 10 results, which is fucking strange to begin with. Usually anything you Google, you're going to get like 1 million. And the first result was a sermon talking about a man that was dying of cancer. with a certain amount of time to live and how he was going to live his life and what that meant. So I would say that made me reconsider things. You know, it was a kind of a I don't know how to explain it. It spooked me. It was very, very on the nose to kind of have this religious dream, to find the sequence in the dream, to look up what that sequence was, and then to have it relate to cancer on something I never would have found anyway. It was very fucking weird. So there's your answer. Never really decided to talk about it. Felt more like a personal thing. So I never delved into it. But that's always been in the back of my head.
Yeah. So
crazy, man. Crazy shit.
I do. And I love Israel.
Oh, he loves Israel too. All right, here we go.
This is where I tell you something you already know, and you all have to pretend like it was insightful and deep. Is this a point where I get sappy and I say something emotional? Am I supposed to give great life advice now as I finish this out? Is this where I tell you something you already know, and you all have to pretend like it was insightful and deep? Listen, I just like to laugh at dumb shit on the internet, and I think you do too. I think that's what we all like to do. Life is hard enough. There's a lot of tragic shit out there. The world's a scary place. But it's nice to have the ability to laugh at goofy shit. I don't know what awaits you in the years to come, but I wish you all the best. I've had a great time making content on the internet, doing videos and doing streams. I like all my little chud buds and sweetie squad. I hope you all have had a good time laughing along with me. I'm sure 2023 and 24 and onwards and upwards into the next decade will treat you all very well. I wish I could give you that great new advice. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any sage wisdom to impart to you. I haven't climbed Everest. Haven't got out there and made myself a billionaire. I don't have some great deep insight. Other than keep a smile on your face, laugh at the stupid shit, and it'll get you through the hard times much, much easier. So to close it out, let's go. Well, you know what? Let's go with this. I wish you all the best. Enjoy your future. Have a good time.
In case I don't...
Well, damn, man. Yeah. You know, it sucks because I've known he was sick for a while. You know, I didn't know what state he was in, though. You know, and I showed my sympathies for him on Twitter, and I'm fairly left-leaning, and I know he said racist shit before, and you don't have to tell me I know... I know the whole, a decent portion of the kill stream saga. But has Jim entertained me countless times too? Yes, I'm one of those left-leaning dudes who doesn't get butthurt. And it kind of bothered me too. It's like, if people are like, well, look, he said this, this, and this, and he was part of it. I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with it. When you're on your deathbed, what I'm going to do... Now, look, there's obvious shit that's, like, really bad, okay? Context is key. That lady who said I treat everything in black and white, she's an idiot. But when you're on your deathbed, I'm just going to just throw all the shit you fucked up with right there. Let's see who has a clean record. Now, again, he has said racist shit before, I know. I'm sure people are going to... I'm sure I'm going to be getting DMs by the end of this fucking stream. You know, showing me shit. I get it. But I don't know, man. You have end stage lung cancer and you have people throwing shade your way. Again, depending on what you did. Oh, look, there's Phil.
You get the sweet taste of ass.
Wait, no. We're back. We're back.
You be smooth, bro. You want a dip, cheese, and pepper?
And look, it's not what bothers me even more too. It's not like what I'm saying. What he said was okay. I would wholeheartedly, excuse me, disagree with it. It's not that I'm condoning the shit that he said, but it's essentially over for the guy. You could still disagree with what he said, but to sit there as the guy is dying a slow, painful death and be like, "Oh yeah, you did this." Come on, dude. Come on. Go find some other fucking place to clutch your pearls, man.
Hey, bro. I swear you was on that gay dating website.
Yeah. This is what I needed.
Bro, you wasn't on that gay dating website?
Thinking that shit is funny, boy. I'm not shit to play with, boy. I'll beat your bitch ass.
I don't want to fight.
Stop playing with me, boy.
Be my what?
What's wrong with you?
You really on that?
You retarded, boy?
Why you mad?
You retarded again?
Why you mad?
Yeah, exactly, Luke. Well, you know, some would question if I'm a decent human, but
Hey, come on, folks. Come some back up, folks.
What you mean?
Come give me my two, bro. Bring your bitch
You want to fight?
I want to beat your bitch ass.
Cause I said you was on that gay dating website.
Man, stop talking, bro.
I'm not saying you gay.
Bro, come from around that corner.
You gay?
You doing too much talking, bro. Bring your bitch
Alright,
ass
bro.
home.
Chill. Just chill.
Stop playing with me, boy.
We're going, big dog. Hey, bro. Hey.
this is why I got to get into pranking. That's what I'm working on tomorrow. Not that it's happening tomorrow, because there's like a whole bunch of software and shit that I got to set up. Because I don't want like the Indian mafia coming to my fucking house. I'm not playing. Because I am going to fuck with them harder than... I don't care, I'm 41. Rich, you're pranking people at 41? Yeah, you're fucking right, I am. You just taking your first... What are you... Would you just wake up, Turbo? You're hungover?
What, your name Gilbert?
Hell no, I ain't no fucking Gilbert, man. Who the fuck is Gilbert?
What's a game you guys would want to see me play tonight that you wouldn't run for the hills as soon as I played it? Let me know.
You gay?
Hell, man. Do you look like I'm gay, man?
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. All right, man.
Look like I'm gay. What does gay look like? I always say this story. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I've never seen like a mixture of a list. Fucking Sekiro. I'm seeing some Dead Spaces there. That may be that vampire game. That narrows it down to like 6 billion games. Shower with your dad simulator. That's a real game for everyone who thinks that's a joke. Oh, Bloodlines. Bloodborne. Vampire Survivors is fun as fuck. I usually don't like games like that too. And Brotato. Hey, Rich, DSP is saying that growing up in Bridgeport was like in the ghetto. Is that some parts? Yes. He's right. That's not it. That's not Phil being Phil. There are some parts that they're bad. Do I believe Phil was in them? No. Oh, Turbo Express is hungover. Evil West is a good game. Evil West runs great on the Steam Deck too, by the way. Ban Amber Heard Sturb.
Ban Amber Heard Sturb, please. Ban Amber Heard Sturb, please. Ban Amber Heard Sturb, please. Ban Amber Heard Sturb, please.
Look here! Look, listen!
Why am I taking out more weed? Play Evil West, you baboon. Okay. Saints Row talking about Rent. What's a poll? But like, I don't even know like what are 4 games to pick. Yeah, look here, look. Just wait for the Dead Space remake. All right, good point. When is that coming out? When's Dead Space remake coming out? Oh, 119, really? It's coming out soon.
I ain't gay, man. So I don't play that shit, man.
You don't play what shit?
Oh, yeah, the story. Worked at a furniture store. Most masculine dude on the planet. What's up, bro? What's going on? And then, like, he was saying something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, me and my husband." And I was like, "Look, man, I'm not homophobic. I'm just curious. You said your husband?" He's like, "Yeah, I love dick in the ass, man. Are you kidding?" So that whole shit of like gay has a look, like, fuck out of here with that. I've literally seen proof myself that that is not true. Actual Steam review for shower. Do not keep your daddy waiting. Wow. Yeah, dude. And it's like a very vapid game. Like, there's a kid of a certain skin color who I have to match up with the dad of like, so that it's pushing things there too. It's just ridiculous. It's just an edgelord game.
That gay shit, man.
Why not?
I ain't fucking gay.
I'm just saying, you look like you could be gay.
Oh man, fuck that.
Bro, he is in the hood telling people they look like they could be gay. That glass better be able to take a rocket launcher straight to it.
Listen, man, not fucking gay, man. Don't play me like that, man. For real, man.
Why you so mad?
Hey, man,
I'm just saying, you look.
Doing that shit, man.
I'm just saying, you look like you like
man,
guys.
I ain't fucking gay. You gay?
I'm just saying, dude. I don't know. It just looks like you like guys. Well, that's a lot about what, you know, in areas like this too. I mean, this is in Chicago. I believe it's Chicago. It's a bad area. Anything is seen as a sign of, oh, are you? You're considered fucking. It's a weakness. You know, even with the pink lighter, they were free. Like, why are you freaking out? Because they can't be seen as any kind of weakness, and it's homophobia too. It's a mixture of both. Going up to a person in a red shirt in the hood and asking if he's a Crip would be, yeah, oh yeah. Bad areas, like, if I go through Poughkeepsie in the bad areas, you see people flagging colors. Don't be stupid.
Hey,
you don't like guys?
No, I like women, man. That's where I go.
You go, man, I stick my dick in pussy all the time, motherfucker.
You don't got no women? You don't got no women?
Bullshit. Hey, you want to be my bitch? I'll show you.
Boy, you...
I'm not gay. You want to be my bitch? Boy? I'll fuck you in the ass to show you I'm not gay. Oh, man. Yo.
Gay! That means you gay! Hey, you have it going. But hey, what's your name again?
Who?
What's your name again?
Tony. Why?
Tony?
Yeah.
Well, I swear, I think I saw you on a gay dating website.
You got me fucked up. You ain't never seen me on no damn gay website. Are you
Oh,
serious?
you sure?
Man, you got me fucked up right now, man.
Hold on. No, hold on. I'm not even trying to play with you right now.
But I'm just saying, though, you ain't seen me on no motherfucking gay website.
That's the best thing ever. Yo, this is like my dream come true, man.
Hey, Tony what? Hey, you have it going, boss. But hey, I swear, I think it's you that I seen on the gay dating website.
You say what?
I think it's you that I seen on the gay dating website.
Hey, I can't hear you. What you say?
I said, you be on the gay website?
Hell no, boy. Your ass tweaking.
You don't date guys?
What?
You don't date guys?
Well, I date guys. No, I smack guys. That's what I do. Check it out. Come here.
Nah, but
I smack guys.
No, I'm just saying, like,
nah,
I'm not even. I don't even.
You got the wrong motherfucker, boy.
I don't even want no problems.
I'll sit right here and wait till your ass come out, boy.
Nah, chill, bro.
Stop playing with me, boy.
Hey, I was just playing with you, bro.
Nah, don't play with me no more.
I got you.
All right.
I apologize.
Yeah.
You be smooth, brother.
All right.
Hey, you have it going, big dog. But hey, hey, bro. Hey, were you on that gay dating website?
Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man.
What you mean?
Stop playing with me, man.
I'm not playing.
Stop playing with me, man, if I come through that, man.
I was just asking, bro.
Stop playing with me, man, if I come through that, man.
Bro, I was just asking, that's all.
Stop playing with me, man, if I come through that, man.
I apologize.
Man.
Hey, bro. Hey, you on the gay dating website?
Say what?
I'm not trying to holler at you. I'm just asking.
What you say?
I think I seen you on the gay dating website.
Man, get your goof ass up out of there, man.
What you mean?
I thought the dude before was joking at first, and he started banging on the glass. Like, oh, he's not joking. He's gonna fuck. The other guy was like, I'm straight. Come over here and I'll fuck you. And he has to prove it to you. That would be the opposite of straight. Okay, thank you, Jason.
You know I'm just playing with you, bro. You be smooth, bro.
Wait, what was the next one? Come on, man. Don't do it.
Are you ever going McMuffin?
I didn't even mean to stop it there, but as soon as he said McMuffin, look at his face.
Fuck you calling me, bro?
What you mean?
Fuck is you on, Joe? Man, we don't do that shit over here, bro. You better watch your motherfucking mouth or we gonna get out on your ass in this bitch.
Bro.
You know what? We'll be back. I'll be back.
Nah, chill, bro. Hey, bro, it's just a joke. Bro, I swear to God, it's just a joke. It's just a... Chill.
Dude, he called you a McMuffin. You gonna pistol whip him or shoot him because he called you a McMuffin? Yes, probably. Like, imagine going to jail for assaulting or worse to somebody. So what did you assault him over? He called me a McMuffin with sausage. Yeah, that's worth throwing your life away for. A gas station attendant called me a McMuffin. He motherfucker called me a McGriddle.
Are you ever going chicken nugget?
Who the fuck you talking to, nigga? I don't play that motherfucking game.
Chill, bro. Bro, what you doing, bro?
What did he call him? What was the big deal? He had to be throwing shit?
Bro. Chill.
Damn, it's still... Should have called him flapjack titties. I'm just gonna...
Your shoulders.
I'm sorry.
Chill.
Nah, man. I don't think they're staged.
Are you ever going chicken nugget?
Who the fuck you talking to, nigga? I don't play that motherfucking game.
Chill, bro. Bro, what you doing, bro? What the? Bro, what's this guy doing, yo?
Yeah, look at the dude. He ain't playing. Look at that glass right there. He ain't playing. They don't stage shit in the hood.
I called him a chicken nugget. Hey, but you ever going fruitcake?
Oh no!
What you mean? Nah, bro, I was just playing, bro. I got you, my bad.
Ban Amber Heard's turd, please.
Hey, you ever go with cheeseburger?
What is you talking about, cheeseburger?
The fuck is you talking about, cheeseburger, motherfucker? I'm chicken. I'm a Filet-O-Fish, bitch ass motherfucker. Mustard looking, ketchup looking. I'm mustard, motherfucker. You ever remember that? It's the juggernaut, bitch. And I brought a bitch with me.
What you mean?
Man, man. Stop playing with me, man, before a motherfucker come back there and beat your fucking ass.
Come on, bro. I was just
This shit's a dodge.
joking,
Man,
bro.
stop playing with me, man.
I was just joking. I
don't give a
promise
fuck
you.
about what you was doing.
Are you ever going Big Mac?
Big man. Motherfucker, let you see me, man, savage, man. It's my whole hood, man.
It's your hood.
You know what's going on. It's my hood, man.
All right.
All right,
Are you
man,
ever?
you get out.
What you mean? I just called you a cheeseburger. That's it. Ain't no.
This is the best one. How do you get how he called you a cheeseburger? Bro, he called you a cheeseburger. Relax.
What's wrong with being a cheeseburger? Yeah. You look like a hot. You look like a hot burger with.
You look like a hot burger.
Should I ever go on cheeseburger?
Got a hot eating cold burgers, bro.
Who am I calling a cheeseburger?
What the fuck you mean?
Oh no, I'm just
Just be like, yo, you're a Royale with cheese.
saying.
Man, what you know about cheeseburger?
What am I meaning about cheeseburger?
And it's everywhere too, man. If I went down to the gas station by me with a bunch of white dudes with mullets and called him hey man, chicken or see you later, chicken nugget, he would be, I'm gonna reach behind that counter and choke the fucking shit out of you, fat bastard. The insecurities everywhere, across every race, color, and creed.
What that mean?
That means like you like to skip and skedaddle.
I like to do what, motherfucker?
Skedaddle.
Hey, man.
You need to leave.
Hey, man, what time you get off?
What time I get off?
Yeah.
I get off at 9:13.
I'm on your ass.
No, I was just joking, bro. Hey, bro.
Yo, you got balls, man. He better have heat on him.
Where the hell you go? Hello. You ever go on McChicken?
Boy, stop fucking playing. You know who you playing with, boy? Stop playing with me.
What you mean, bro? Damn. Why you that mad, bro? What's that?
Be that man over Chicken McNugget.
Dude. Why is there a glove? Why is there a glove on the ground?
Someone's fingering another person's ass. What's the next one? Yeah, I go watch this shit
How you
all
doing
day.
today, young lady? So how you doing today, young lady? Yeah. Trying to be funny. What you mean? I said, how you doing today, young lady?
You trying to be funny, bro?
Nah, what you mean? I'm trying to be funny?
You say young lady.
Young lady.
I'm like a girl to you.
Oh, I just seen that mustache. My bad.
Bro, stop tweaking, bro.
My bad, bro.
I ain't no fucking girl, bro.
You ain't no girl? I apologize. I didn't even see your mustache. You know it's all love around here.
Bro, fuck that shit. When you get too wood, bro, just talk.
I got you, my boy. You ever go on Sweetie Pie? What you mean?
What you gonna say?
Say you ever go on Sweetie Pie?
Hold on. Hey, folks, bring the switch up here.
Nah, bro, chill.
You to say this gay ass shit for. I'm not with that shit. For matter of fact, come around this car. I'm gonna whoop your ass today.
Nah, bro, what you
I'm
mean?
not, ain't no nah, bro. You're gay. I'm not with it. Take that shit where you came from. Not here.
You're not with that?
Nope.
I apologize, bro. You know it's all love. I love. But you have a blessed day, little boy.
Who you calling a little boy? What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, my bad.
Wake up this morning like that?
I woke up this morning.
You woke up this morning like that.
Come on, man.
But at the same
Do I look
time,
like a little boy to you?
Nah, but like, I'm not gonna lie, you kinda. But like, at the same time, you have to think about the Jolly Ranchers. You know what I mean?
Man, you tripping,
Joe
man.
Biden's president.
Jolly, huh? All right.
Joe
Come on,
Biden.
Come on, baby. Let me show you a little boy.
Little boy.
Yeah, come on from behind there. I'm gonna holler at you.
Is that a threat?
No, there ain't no threat. No, I ain't threatening. Just come on, let me holler at you.
Cause I called you. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Man,
We
I'm
have
old
to.
enough to be your goddamn granddaddy.
Nah, I'm not like, cause you're my boy.
Oh,
No?
now I'm your boy, huh?
Cause you know you're my boy. But then at the same time, you have to think about politics. Politician.
Politics ain't got shit to do with this, man.
As a person who's also a troll, I actually kind of enjoy it because I'll embrace it and fuck with them back. And a lot of it's as I remember. God, I'm going back to an old one where I tricked people when I used to work at Circuit City Express that we were mannequins in front of the store as they walk by because it would be so dead in there. This is when Best Buy, like that store used to be crazy busy, Circuit City Express, and then Best Buy came in and then the rest of the story writes itself. But when it was dead, we would just like sit there and pretend to be mannequins and then change the position, and people used to flip the fuck out. So it depends, man. Like, intro guy would not be down with this shit. Like, if people were trolling him, he'd like, I'd want to punch him in the face. I hate it.
I apologize. Can we be cool?
Do we look like we cool?
Can we be cool?
Can we be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let me get a pack of Newports.
Damn.
Then we cool.
You only want to be cool only if you want me to give you stuff for free? That's the only way we'll be cool?
I already done bought some. You my boy, ain't you?
Yeah.
And I'm your boy?
Yeah.
All right, let me get a pack of Newport.
I got you. Say less. Have a blessed
Yeah, that'd be true. Same. Death metal
day,
dude.
SpongeBob.
What'd you say?
I say you have a blessed day, SpongeBob.
Man, who the fuck you think you talking to, man?
What you mean?
You say SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Do I look like a motherfucking SpongeBob to you, man?
You ain't not no SpongeBob?
Hell no. Where you go out calling motherfucking SpongeBob, man?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was watching SpongeBob all night last night, and I thought you looked like SpongeBob.
Man, you got jokes this morning. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you.
I love you, man.
All right, yo.
All right, let's someone wants me to watch Circuit City Company. Man. How long is it? Oh wow, it's not long at all. Okay.
Breasts. Circuit City used to be a major chain of electronic stores in the United States. They were a Fortune 5.
My ass is so clean you can eat it.
You get the sweet taste of ass.
Wait, that is the only charismatic thing that guy has done.
500 company with sales consistently above $10 billion per year. I most remember them for their distinctly shaped red locations. In the commercials, they had this cool thing where it would be plugging into the ground all electrified. I mean, even
yeah, I remember those.
Today, you can easily tell if a building used to be a Circuit City, and sadly, there is a lot of them out there like that. In November of 2008, Circuit City filed for bankruptcy. It was the biggest retail bankruptcy filing since Kmart did it 6 years earlier. Over the next few months, they closed all of their 700 stores, and that was the end of Circuit City. Just like that, one of the country's biggest retailers that had been in operation for 60 years was gone, making this a great case study and easily one of my most requested topics. I think it's interesting that Circuit City has clearly left an impact on people. Despite being gone for well over a decade now, we are still...
Dude, I used to be at Circuit City all the time. Worked there for a while.
Thinking about them. So...
Well, dude, you know the deal for the moobs, man. You know how that works? They're here waiting for you.
In this long-awaited video...
Oh, dude, I used to... God, this is going to bring back a lot of memories now, so prepare for me to pause even more than usual. Buckle up. Dude, I used to work at Circuit City Express. I was like 19, 20, making like $600 a week back in 2000 money. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. The commission was crazy.
I'm going to talk all about Circuit City while highlighting what I believe to be 5 of the biggest reasons behind their decline. I'm going to ease into it with...
Thank you, Mitchell Parson. I appreciate that, my dude. Thank you for being here.
With my first reason being their investment in a failed technology. Now, I want you to realize...
Ah, Divx. Divx. God, what an all... I mean... I get on paper what they were... I'll let him explain it. I'm talking too much already.
That a big reason Circuit City was able to grow so large in the first place was its ability to recognize what would become popular technologies while they were still in their early stages. And that goes...
Ah, VHS tapes. Some of you who were even in your 20s are now like, what the fuck? What is that monstrous thing? I was using VHS tapes, and I still think that... Well, Fire Dog till the very end. I don't know numbers, corporate numbers, but they had a lot of business. I assure you I was there and stole quite a bit of it too. yeah, I did that. That was terrible. But yeah, I don't think it, dude, it was like things like Divx, I think a big thing too was Circuit City. What differentiated them was they had commissioned salespeople. So, yeah, of course, it caused the commission tension because people are, hey, you took my sale, and it cost more for them to keep people because people were making like back in 2000 against people were putting their kids through college working at Circuit City selling like appliances. You know what I'm saying? So. Point being is you had people who were like literally experts on this stuff because they were paying a mortgage by their commission, and then like overnight to like, yeah, we're getting rid of everybody, and like instead of making $70,000 a year, you'll make like $13 an hour before taxes if you're lucky, and they're like, I gotta go. I literally can't afford to work here anymore. So what did you get that was in there? You would get a bunch of fucking college kids looking for fucking weed money, alcohol money, and that's it. They don't care. They're not going to worry about finding something for you because it'll make them a sale. They're not. It's how it works. That was a big part of why. And if people were like, I'd rather just go to Best Buy then. They had more shit. It was more modern, their take on, like, if you compare like right before they died a Circuit City to a Best Buy, it just had a different, like, kind of like depressing look, at least the ones by me.
All the way back to the very beginning. In 1949, a man named Samuel Wurtzel was getting a haircut in Richmond, Virginia. The person cutting his hair happened to mention that the first TV station in the South had opened in that town earlier in the year, and Samuel instantly saw that as a promising business opportunity. He predicted that televisions were about to skyrocket in popularity and logically believed that he could take advantage of that by selling televisions. He opened a small TV store in town called Ward's.
God, it was such a... Oh my God, like imagine just being amazed by having this box in your living room that showed pictures. That's kind of like the same thing when video games first became a thing. Like, you think back to Magnavox Odyssey or, let's go to something that more people had, the Atari 2600. It was rudimentary, but just imagine, okay, so you had television and you had things that were already like... You were watching shows that were pre-recorded. You watched news, and you had no control over it. Imagine going to the Atari, and you could then control things on and manipulate them on your screen. It was mind-blowing. Pong, too. Yeah, Pong was before that. DBZ, I missed your super chat. So, yeah, I did, actually. I'm sorry. Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. I can't shut it off. Play that song, Big Daddy Rich, and give me 3 DSP sounds. I can give you the DSP sounds right now, so.
Cucumbers.
Wash your balls. Oh.
You got my nipples up in the tissy.
And I'll give you the, let me see. I don't have the song on the board anymore. I'm going to have to bring it back, aren't I? Yeah. I'll do it now. Is this it?
Post-nasal drip is a constant.
So we will get rid of this. Loop. Fade out. Make a 3-second fade. There we go. Oh wait, that's the actual snort. Fuck.
Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping.
I need another soundboard.
I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop. Then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going. My sinuses are inflamed. My throat is gunked up. What is going on here? Damn. Snort, snort, snort. Code. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Snort, snort.
Fuck, I'm out of coffee already. God
drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Damn, I got the drip go. I got the tips go. Clear your throat. Blow your nose. Damn. Clear your throat. Please tip me. Damn. Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. Damn. Snort, snort, snort. Code. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Snort, snort, snort. Code. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. I got the drip go. I got the drip go. got the drip go. I got the drip go.
By going to CES, no.
I got the drip go. I got the drip go. I got the drip go.
Can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.
Oh, it's such a Phil ending. Such a Phil ending. Philip Purnell is a man.
It was like an altered acronym for the members of his family, and it proved to be successful. As it turns out, 1949 was an incredibly smart time to invest in the television business, considering that over the next decade, the number of U.S. homes who owned a TV set jumped from 9% to 86%. By that point, he had opened 3 more stores in Richmond that were also selling audio equipment and household appliances.
They recently demolished a Circuit City to me in New Jersey to make a way for a highway widening project in the middle of the rubble. They found a safe full of VHS tapes. I believe it. Much different time.
Throughout the next couple decades, the business was expanded by having public stock offerings and using the proceeds to acquire similar retailers throughout the country.
Even in the early 2000s, still, you could still go in and get VHS tapes at Best Buy.
In 1974,
I ain't gonna stream CES unless I'll talk about if something's amazing there.
they took a big risk by closing 2 of those original stores and using the money to open a 40,000 square foot electronics superstore that was originally called the Ward's Loading Dock. It was a revolutionary concept at the time that was able to attract customers mainly through low prices and an unbeatable selection. By the 1980s, they opened more.
Yeah, there was an Ames. I always remember in the Ames by me. God, we're going down the rabbit hole. They used to have like a bargain bin of NES games that were kind of. I remember one game I actually liked there. I think the Nerd did a video on it. Legend of. I think it's called Kage, even though I called it Cage. It's not a great game, but it was like, oh, this is not bad for. Because I even knew as a kid back then, like these are not going to be the good games. And usually you'd come home with crap. But what was another one I got from there? Maybe it was Fist of the North Star for the NES. That was pretty bad, though. That reminds me, I got Simon Belmont Amiibo recently for Smash Ultimate, named it Burnell. I traded today to level 50. Did you really? I gotta play Smash. I probably can.
Superstores like that started calling them Circuit City, renamed the entire company Circuit City, and closed everything else they owned in favor of focusing on their most profitable concept. That is when they became by far the biggest electronics retailer in the country, with sales of more than $2 billion by the 1990s. Now, throughout this entire time, they were attracting customers and gaining sales by being among the first to sell new technologies. They started selling microwaves back in the 1960s before they were popular, and sold a ton of them once they started gaining traction in the 1970s. They started selling
that thing looks like it would blow up in my kitchen.
VCRs in the 1970s and sold a ton of them once they started gaining traction in the 1980s. So in the 1990s, it was uncharacteristic of them when they made a terrible investment. DIVX.
Oh God. Yeah, disposable. Could you imagine now? Just, oh, here's this plastic that you if you don't want to get a license for it to permanently play it, is just junk that you'll throw away. Oh.
Stood for Digital Video Express. It was a disc very similar to a DVD, but it was disposable. Circuit City sold it for $4.49 after you...
That's funny you say that, Classy. I got my PS2 at Circuit City Express. And they kept it for me even though they weren't supposed to. Things I could talk about now.
Bought it, you would be able to play it in your special DIVX player for the next 48 hours, and at that point, it would stop working and you would throw it away. Now, I realize that probably sounds like one of the worst inventions ever, but the appeal of it was that it was similar to renting a movie, but you wouldn't have to worry about returning it or dealing with late fees. For a short time, Circuit City was fully invested in this, like it was going to be a major part.
Oh, God, we watched I think we actually watched a training videos on one of these streams. I remember, like, because they were pushing DivX hard, as you could see, and you go in the stores and be like, what, you disposable, really? 100%, Emery. And I, as a person who, after I got laid off from IBM, I was looking for any kind of work. I temporarily worked at our Radio Shack. Holy shit. it was pathetic how they pushed phones. They wanted you to get on a plan so bad. I remember like my manager there, like blocking people at the door. You're sure you don't want to sign up for it? Like, no, we don't want to sign up for it. I was like, if you think I'm going to embarrass myself like that to get a sale, fuck you. I actually did tell him to go fuck himself. I walked out actually Christmas Eve. I told him to fuck off. Christmas Eve. It was my last night there. I told him to fuck off. Then he said he was going to call the cops on me because I told him to fuck off. Technology Connections is a great and underrated channel. So yeah, Emery, that you're right. And then they tried to Radio Shack, from personal experience, I know. Yes, I got demoted. And that's how the Ralph Stalker thing, that was the origins. Not that he was there. I still don't know what he looks like. But that's when I started getting the crazy ass phone calls. Yeah, didn't they use the DivX encoder for a long time to like rip movies and stuff like that?
Part of things moving forward. The letters DIVX can be found over 150 times in their 1998 annual report. They even talk about how sales exceeded expectations during their holiday season, but sadly, things really took a bad turn from there. In short, for multiple reasons, the DVD that we all know emerged to be superior, and Circuit City gave up on the DIVX in June of the following year. In the end, they did lose over $100 million in developing and promoting it, but the real reason it's on my list is because it represents how Circuit City veered away from their core business, and in a way that failed to see what the consumers truly wanted. Sadly, those are two things that will continue to be themes as I go through the rest of my list. My next reason behind their
Yeah, DivX was bad.
decline is poor locations. From the middle of the 1980s into the 1990s, Circuit City was on top of the world. As I said, they were the biggest electronics store without even a single competitor big enough to make them nervous. And since they felt so comfortable in that #1 spot, unfortunately, they made some foolish decisions. One of the most foolish was the way they went about choosing locations of new stores. Circuit City would actively search for cheaper areas that were commonly inconvenient for people to get to. Their thinking was, why pay more for these prime locations where all the traffic is when we can save money by having people come out to us? I mean, where else are they going to go? Do you see the flaw in that reasoning? Best Buy was another electronics.
Yeah, why go somewhere where it's inconvenient? They overvalued how much people wanted to go to them. Like, yeah, they like you, but they like the product more. They'll go to other places.
Store that also changed their name and started opening big box stores in the 1980s, though at a much slower pace. But I think they must have realized the error that Circuit City made, because they would enter new markets in the exact opposite way, by paying more money to obtain these amazing locations. So then, in all of these markets across the country, the Best Buy was generally more easily accessible than the Circuit City. Sure, they were paying more for it, but they were the ones getting the business.
Breast by Total Penis is great.
You get the sweet taste of ass.
In fact, by 1996, Best Buy was getting more business than Circuit City, making them the new biggest electronics store in the country. The physical locations of the stores were a big reason for that, but to be clear, I'm not saying it was the only reason or even the biggest. Going back to my list, probably the most significant part of any of this would be Circuit City's focus on customer service, which I promise you is so much more impactful than it sounds. Dating back to the early days of Ward's
I want to see what he's going to say.
Their
I bet
entire
you I know.
business model was centered around customer service. When those first big box stores opened, the service department was strategically placed at the front of the store so that everyone walking past it would be reminded of their ongoing service, because that is what they were known for. Seriously, if you were to ask a random person what is the biggest difference between Best Buy and Circuit City, their answer would likely have something to do with the customer service. Circuit City had
in the beginning
had a system where knowledgeable salespeople would guide you through your purchase, get the item for you from the back room, take it to the counter for you, kind of like the experience you get when you go to a car dealership.
Yeah, because they also were commission based and made a healthy living doing this, so they gave a shit.
Whereas Best Buy was very much like it is today. You're pretty much on your own, though there are people there if you happen to have a basic enough question. Circuit City salespeople were more aggressive, being paid on commission, whereas Best Buy employees were more...
Ah, this guy actually did his homework.
Relaxed, being paid hourly. Now, I'm imagining that most of the people watching this today would much prefer the Best Buy method, which helps explain how they caught up to Circuit City and have outlasted them. But take a step back for a second. Try to imagine you're someone in the 1980s buying your very first VCR. That right there was an intimidating purchase. First off, it's expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Like locations next to each other. Like even think about it with Circuit City, Emery. They had the Circuit City Express in the mall that I was at, and right across the street from the mall they had a Circuit City, the big store, and in that same mall you also then had Best Buy. So it was like I mean they even do that with GameStop now. Similar area, the same area. There's a GameStop right outside the mall and a GameStop in the mall. Like, I get what they're going to, but it's different. You know, there's people will come into the mall. That'll be a different reason than the one. But I'm like, so just go to the mall one. Like, why do you need two locations that close to each other?
You would be spending the equivalent of thousands.
Like, is driving in the extra 10 feet? I don't know. I mean...
of dollars today. And secondly, it's so unknown. A VCR was an entirely new concept for most people. They didn't know what they were looking at. You couldn't learn about it beforehand and compare brands on the internet. People would walk into that store in desperate need of guidance from a sales associate. But clearly, as consumer electronics became more common, the prices became more reasonable, and information became more available, that level of customer service became much less necessary, if not annoying to an extent. It could easily be argued that Best Buy's more hands-off approach was preferred by many customers going into the 1990s and beyond, and that is a big reason they were
I'm mixed on that, because there are times where it's like, yo, I just want to find this fucking cable or this, and I don't want to, and there's no one there. I mean, I get decent service at my Best Buy, I'm not going to lie, but I mean, yeah, I will say 90% of the time I just order it online and go there and pick it up. But there's a reason for customer service.
Able to catch up to Circuit City, but it still gets so much worse. Circuit City held onto that model all the way until 2003, when they finally adapted a more modern self-service approach. But they did that by firing 3,900 of their highest-paid salespeople.
Yeah, they fired the people that were making like salaries and left all the people that gave negative shits. Like, yo, this is just my weed, beer, and fucking Coke probably money. If not worse.
And converting the rest to an hourly pay, which I'll say it seems like a strange way to go about it. It did save them over $100 million in payroll, but it upset almost everybody and eliminated their most productive employees. The people who left were essentially penalized for doing a good job, and the people who remained were people who didn't do as good of a job. So now, the people working at Circuit City weren't nearly as effective, and due to everything that just happened, were much less motivated than ever before. And that is not even the end of it. In 2007, they did almost the same thing again by firing 3,400 of their highest paid workers. Again, it saved them over $100 million, but left them with a lower quality workforce. At that
even lower quality
point, they were seemingly trying to copy what Best Buy was doing because it was working so much better, but it wasn't handled very well, and in the end, it was too little too late. It was the...
Yeah, and they are price competitive, and they're basically as convenient as Amazon. They've adapted. And there's still a reason, Ralph Masucci, Jesus Christ, to go into the store. Because if they're price competitive, sometimes I don't want to wait. I need something that day, and you can get it there, and it's the same price. And if it isn't, a lot of times they'll price match.
Same thing with the Geek Squad.
But what is GameStop only is 99% about gaming. They've tried NFTs. They've tried cell phones. Like, there's nothing really for them to adapt. Like, they can't become a digital distribution service because the companies want to just do their own thing. there's nothing there to adapt, really, you know?
You know the Geek Squad over at Best Buy? They help you with installations in your computer and stuff like that. They were established in 1994 and acquired by Best Buy in 2002, long before Circuit City tried to launch their own equivalent called Firedog in 2006, with their famous slogan that I'm sure we all know, "We make technology's tail wag."
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. Again, obviously they were trying to copy something that was successful at Best Buy, but again, it was too little too late. Okay, my next reason behind the decline of Circuit City is CarMax, which I'm sure has just confused many people. What in the world does CarMax have to do with Circuit City? Well, quite a bit, actually. In 1993, CarMax was started by Circuit City. It seems unrelated, and it mostly is, but earlier I did compare the Circuit City sales approach to a car dealership. If you don't know, CarMax is kind of like a chain of used car dealerships. The people at Circuit City felt that it was a promising opportunity given there was no significant national competitor.
See, Emery, I didn't know that. We didn't deal with the ones I was at. I've known people at stores that have done that, though. The mall here had 2 GameStops. Yeah, like 2 GameStops, like that's even more ridiculous. 2 GameStops in one mall? I think it's ridiculous because, like, the strip mall outside of my actual mall, there's a GameStop in the strip mall and there's a GameStop in the mall. Like, why? Why are you paying the rent for that? Why are you paying the employees for that? Sorry, employees. I don't want to see anyone lose their job, but I'm just being real. Just have the one store. It's literally not even like a 1/10 of a mile away from the other one. It makes 0 sense. It's not like New York City where they have like there's so much traffic in one direction. Having a Starbucks like across the street from another Starbucks, like you'd be missing out on a bunch of sales, especially with something like a coffee. There's a lot of times people are like, "Oh man, I'm tired," and they wouldn't think about it. They may not even buy the coffee if the Starbucks was on the other side of the street. So it's different. That it's like, yo, I'm going to buy a PS5. You don't need 2 places right at this from the same company right in stone's throw of each other. It makes no sense.
Much like DIVX, it was a side project for them, but even bigger and even more unrelated.
Kind of sounds like GameStop. Remember they were doing the fun thing with cell phones?
I should say that even though it did take years for it to be profitable, CarMax was mostly funded by its...
I don't know what Tuvala is. Fries, yeah, they're all gone, aren't they? FYE. Isn't someone, I think it was Classy Tech, said there's still an FYE around him.
Own stock offerings, so it never drained too much money from the company, but it took a lot of their focus. It started as a single test lot in 1993 and grew to dozens of them over the next decade because it turns out scaling it was the most effective way to make the concept profitable. In 2002, it was spun off into its own company, and many of the best managers from Circuit City left along with it. And to make matters even worse, they took a lot of the money that they ultimately made from CarMax and used it to buy back their own stock in Circuit City that tied up their money and proved to be a terrible investment when the stock price came crashing down in 2008. Overall, the CarMax endeavor would be considered a success in itself, but the lack of focus, lost managers, and poor investment in the proceeds have made it more of a setback for Circuit City. My final reason behind the decline is a quick one and probably the least impactful: the recession. Clearly, so much damage was already done before it even started.
Yeah, that's when it happened in the 2008 Great Recession. That was with how shaky their foundation was, you know. A mosquito could have farted near them and it made them implode, but that was the mosquito that needed to fart. What the fuck am I saying?
But it was unfortunate timing. Circuit City filed for bankruptcy in November of 2008.
A lot of people lost their houses. That's why it's like, look, do not buy crypto. Don't. Just don't do it. But everyone's like, oh, the stock market is regulated and protected. Oh, really? Oh. Talk to people in 2008 who lost everything. Yes, I did hear that. We were just talking about Mr. Medicare, yeah.
right in the middle of all the craziness happening with the economy. The external factors caused the vendors to give them tighter credit terms and of course reduce spending at their stores. They were on a downward
Oh my
trend
God, you have a
way. They had
Suncoast
already
still?
attempted to rebrand smaller stores as the city. I don't know about that, but if the economy hadn't been so crazy at the time, my guess is that their decline would have been extended or less severe. Let me know in the
They would have lasted like a couple more years at most.
comments. Have you ever been to Circuit City? And if you have, how does it compare to Best Buy? Better or worse or just...
Yeah, Tiger Direct is essentially dead now too, isn't it? Doesn't like Circuit City. Let me see. Can you go to Circuit City? Doesn't like Tyler Lopez own it or something like that? The Ferrari. Yeah. Circuit City. Go there. I could buy a Lenovo laptop. Buy a Tascam mixer for some unknown reason. GameStop actually owned a computer retailer called Simply Mac. Of course they did. Yeah, God, I remember going the first place back in like 2007 and 8, back when Logan was still there. You should watch a video from him from his Tiger Direct days. They're still up, I think. That was like the first place you would think of. Then you would think of maybe Newegg and other places for computer parts. Now it's like... You know, it's just weird. Not Logan Paul. Let me show you. We'll finish this and then I'll show you. Then I'm playing some Elden Ring.
different in some way. I do want to mention that another bad move is that they stopped selling appliances in 2001, which had previously made up about 15% of their business. There was new competition coming from Home Depot and Lowe's, so instead of fighting back, Circuit City kind of decided to throw in the towel there. I don't have too much to say about this one.
Yeah, and then you have Best Buy to this day still selling appliances and doing well. That's like one of their busiest sections when you go there.
But it was bad timing because it was right before a big real estate boom that caused the appliance
Promo 130. Are you secretly the quartering?
market to go way up, and also it just confused people considering they had been selling appliances for almost 50 years. Meanwhile, Best Buy was still selling them, giving customers even more reason to go to Best Buy instead of Circuit City. So yeah, not a great move there either. Circuit City made so many bad moves, but the way I see it, when it comes down to it, they lost the eye of the tiger. Much like Rocky 3, they became comfortable in their winning position and lost the drive that got them there in the first place. Meanwhile, a new competitor pops up with more determination and they're simply better. Instead of holding on to their outdated model and investing in side projects, they should have been planning for the future and trying to improve their main business while they still had the chance. So any thoughts you have about Circuit City?
I don't want to know what happened to your fuck your chicken. Yeah. Let's look up NVIDIA 8800 Ultra. This should bring up Logan right away. Here we go. Hey, Ritz, still live streaming. You started it. Yeah, dude, I started fucking early. I didn't even realize it, Abby. Yeah, and it's only 8:27. The fuck am I going? I'm going to play some Elden Ring after this. And probably about 60% of you are going to leave, and that's okay. It's just how it is. If I want a game, I just have to expect that. Yeah, 80. This is from 15 years ago? Oh, dude. This is when I first started dating my XX. Wow. Bizarre time of my life. I can't believe... God, what an ugly design. Hey, EVGA, they just stopped making cards because they hate NVIDIA.
We are examining the EVGA GeForce.
I had the 8800 GT. That was a great card, value for the money, that card.
8800 Ultra KO. That's a lot. Now, this card is really fast. They've got several different options available on, as far as the different Ultras available from EVGA. This is the fastest I've seen aside from the Black Pearl. This one will push 108 gigabytes per second. Now the Black Pearl is a little different one. It's got the water cooling. That one pushes about 109 gigabytes per second, but it's like $1,000. It's some of the guys who are doing water cooling, they are picking that one up, but this one is a really good option as it's one of the fastest I've ever seen, and it's barely slower. It's almost the same speed as the Black Pearl. This thing is insane. Let's talk about the tech specs on this one. Now, you've got a 636 megahertz core clock.
What's amazing is I'm looking at the Aya Neo 2, and it could absolutely wipe the floor with this thing. And this thing was, you know, top of the line back then, or close to it.
It's a 384-bit memory interface, and it's got 768 megabytes of GDDR3. The effective clock on that is 2.
That would be, dude, that wouldn't handle it. Any AAA game now is using well beyond the VRAM that's in there. Hey, Rich, pretty surprising that GameFly is outliving GameStop. Hope your New Year. Are they still a thing, GameFly? Yeah, I had GameFly for a bit. They do suck. Long time ago.
25 gigahertz. So it's a monster. If you guys are getting ready for DirectX 10, you want to play all the new games, and you want to turn all the options all the way up. Anti-aliasing, you want to crank it all the way up to 16x. You want to do antistropic filtering all the way up. This is the way to go. All right, take a look at the box. Now, right here, printed on the outside.
Oh, God. Yeah, gee, I wonder why Tiger Direct Punk Guy is at a bit. 780 Ti. I remember, did I get the 780 Ti or 780? I remember it was like when I first started full-timing YouTube. That's kind of showing how old I am. 780. Jesus Christ. I remember that was like my first like high-end card that I bought, brand new.
Outside, it clearly states that these guys are the #1 reseller of NVIDIA-based products in America. So, you know, if they're claiming it on the box, it better be true.
Those big, ugly DVI ports. I bet you this one didn't have HDMI.
Or I'll come out to California and find you guys, and I will give you a good a haymaker, my friends. Now, these guys are making some real quality products at EVGA. Now, what else does this card have? Well, it's got 128 stream processors. Now, what?
He just threatened to punch people at EVGA. He did. He just absolutely just threatened to punch people at EVGA.
What are those? I'm sure a lot of you guys have been looking on for them.
Oh, God. Gamer Gear update with a dragon. Wow. It's so gamery. Somebody telling the recession's going to happen. Obama became president. Bin Laden got Tesla, COVID. Long time ago, man. 15 years ago.
You know what they are, but if you don't know, here's what they do. With the older architectures in DirectX 9 and that sort of thing, there was different processors for physics, a different one for particle effects, different one for lighting. There was different processors for each thing. So on the screen, if there was more, physics going on, then maybe some of your lighting processors were not getting used. Or if there were more particle effects going on, well, maybe some of your other processors weren't getting used. These stream processors, they can be allocated for any task. So if there's all kinds of physics going on, you're going to be using more of the processors for that, and you're not going to be wasting processors. So you're going to get a jump in performance there. And when DirectX 10 comes out, this thing's going to be even faster because DirectX 10 is optimized for games and optimized to make these things run more efficiently with the games. So like I said, you guys know this is a monster. It's the 8800 Ultra. Now, I get a lot of emails about guys that are asking about physics and that sort of thing. This has quantum physics built right into the card, so you're going to be able to do complex computations. It's going to remove the stress from the processor.
Show the I/O on that thing, man. Come on.
Put it right here on this monster so that, when you're running games with a lot of physics, it's not going to slow down. Let me show you the ins and outs on this card. Now, right on the back,
Yep, only DVI. And they had a multi-port, which probably put out component if you wanted to hook it up to your plasma flat screen.
Got dual link DVI, and that'll go up to 2560 by 1600 on both.
What do you mean? It's $5,000.
The monitors there. Also, see a little spot for breakaway. You can plug this into the breakaway, and
yeah, see, it's a multi-port.
You get component output, meaning you get high definition content. You can stream that. If you want to play your games on a big LCD TV or plasma or your TV of choice, you can do that with this cable here. And that's very nice. They've included that in the box. Now, like I said, EVGA, they make quality parts. The Ultra, this is the KO edition. It is one of the fastest Ultra cards I've seen on the market. And, for the money, if you're looking for bragging rights, here it is, my friends. If you guys have any questions about this
bragging rights
card or any of the other cards on the market, send me an email, logan@tiger.tv. See you.
Do I have a men's asses? Yes.
Men's asses! Men's asses! You get the sweet taste of ass.
See you next time. For more information
can't believe that guy
on EVGA's 8800 Ultra KO edition, go to tigerdirect.com and type E145-8806 into the search box.
Much different time. Much different time. Look, oh, the Core 2 Quad, baby. Core 2 Quad.
You're looking at the Q6600. This thing is fast. You know what? If you're looking at this, you're probably about to pick one up. So you know what? Pause the video. Go ahead and make your purchase because it's insane. And then come back and watch the rest of the video to get even more excited.
Bro, how was 2007 15 years ago? That is just baffling to think about. I know obvious math is obvious, but when you see 15 years ago on YouTube, it just sinks in.
Excited about what you just got. This is the best-selling quad on the market right now. It's an amazing product. When this thing first came out toward the beginning of the year, it was around $800 to $900 on most websites, and even there the value was pretty good because especially if you're someone who does 3D programming or if you're someone who does a lot of the CS3.
Oh God, you were able to like the 8th generation essentially get away with a dual-core processor. Especially if it had hyper-threading. Rich, where do men's asses come from? Tourette's guy.
Those programs really take advantage of having multiple cores. So people were picking them up like crazy.
I mean, even if you think about it, that Liberace PC they did the crazy upgrades to. The amount of traction you can get out of these processors. Be interesting to see a Core 2 Quad. Oh, maybe there'll be something to do for a video. I need to get the rest of this shit done with first, so it ain't coming anytime soon. Got to pick up a Core 2 Quad, see what it could do. Yeah, I know. It's weird. So it's like crazy. Even EVGA's out of the ring with that.
Crazy then, and now the price is down so much that it's almost a no-brainer what you get for the performance. Let me tell you what this one does. It's mighty. Look at this thing. This little...
what was that? Oh dear God, that editing.
Little processor right here.
Remember there was a time that AMD was selling triple core chips?
Is posting some amazing benchmarks. Now, the front side bus speed on this is 1066. The core clock is 2.40. And, you know, I say that, but I don't really know anybody that's running it at that. Eric has this. He's running it at 3.2. This thing is extremely overclockable. It's absurd what some people are doing, and they're doing it with stock cooling. They're doing it, I mean, obviously you don't get to get as high with stock cooling as you do with a nice third-party cooler or even maybe a water cooling, but you can really push the limits with this thing and get some incredible results, and that makes this the best value out there when it comes to processors. Now, one of the arguments I've been seeing on some of the forums, people have been arguing saying, hey, you get really good results with the dual core when you're playing games and that sort of thing. Well, maybe toward the beginning of the year, a lot of the games, they were written for just 2 cores, not written for 4 cores. But right now, all the new games are coming out, Crysis and, you know, all those games, Unreal Tournament 3.
No, it wasn't. Crysis, this was proven by Digital Foundry. It only used 2 cores. That was part of the problem. That was part of the mythos behind can it run Crysis was kind of like, wah-wah, because they didn't optimize it right. I could run Meatloaf rotation.
Even
No, there was a triple core AMD processor, and it was meant to be like the Phenom, the quad core, but one of the cores were defective, so they just like resold them as triple core processors.
Half-Life 2 Episode 2, that one was written for multiple cores. So with those games, you get a big jump in speed. So it's not just you know, the graphics card that you need for the power. You need a quad core. If you're a gamer and you're serious about this, you want to get something that's future-proof, well, you need a quad core. Let's talk about benchmarks. That's what everybody wants to know. How fast is this thing? I want to start off with...
I'd love to get one of those chips now, like pimp it out with like, if it could do 32 gigs, probably 16. Put an SSD, just see what it could do with like a modern graphics card.
Some of the encoding benchmarks, and then talk about that for a minute, because that's where you see a lot of the speed advantages with the quad core. And I want to compare.
Oh God, you could get 16-core processor from AMD. You go up to their Threadripper, you can get 64 cores. It's now like mainstream now is 8 cores. There was a time that 8 cores was like prosumer. Oh yeah, Intel was wiping the floor. But at the time, Gary Busey, AMD was considered the budget performer. I actually remember when they came out with that Phenom 6-core chip, that there were a lot of people praising it, saying Intel may be outperforming them, but the value you get on this chip makes it unmatched. But then when AMD came out with FX, they fucked it all up.
Compare this with the Q6700, or actually the QX6700. That's like a $1,000 processor. I'm going to compare it directly with that and show you what the difference is, and also I'm going to compare it with the dual core. All right. Now, when you're doing a DivX encode with this, your performance in seconds, and now lower.
Dude, I'm playing games on that 4770 I put inside of the Liberace PC. It's surprising so long as it's hyper-threaded or multi-threaded, depending on which company you're going with. Yeah, I would upgrade, but you're still doing all right.
Is better in seconds. With the QX6700, that's the $1,000 processor, they were able to do a DivX encode in 29 seconds. Now that same encode with the Q.
And it's funny, that encoder is from the DivX. That's one good thing that came from DivX.
6600 was 30 seconds. 1 second difference from a $1,000 processor. That's insane. Now you compare that with the dual core, the E6600. That one was 44 seconds. So you can see there's a huge jump in speed with the quad core. All right, let's move on over and let's talk about 3D rendering, 3D Studio Max. Now we did.
You now can get 196 core from Epic. Yeah, well, dude, it's getting insane.
A render with the $1,000.
Dude, you got to realize this was 2007. Like that, having just the concept of having 4-core processors was mind blowing.
Processor. Now, faster is better on this one, so the higher the number, the better. Now, with the $1,000 QX6700, we got 6.59 seconds. Now, with this one, we got 5.96 seconds. So for the price, you're getting a lot. Now, all the way down to the dual core, only 3.39 seconds. So you get a huge jump in speed once again with the extra cores. And let me reiterate, that's at stock. That's at the stock speeds. Everybody that I know that's getting this is overclocking it, so you're getting much higher speeds. A lot of people are overclocking it to even higher than the stock speeds on the $1,000 chips and that sort of thing. So that's amazing. Let's talk about the performance in games because you're getting some very good performance in the games with this. I'm going to compare again the Q66 and the QX6700 just to show you the difference in games. Let's talk about Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. All right, now with the
Half-Life 2 Lost Coast.
QX6700. In Half-Life 2 Lost Coast, we were getting 102 frames per second. With the same configuration, same test, we got 101 frames per second.
God, you could tell the age of this. What a dated 1280 by 1024
with the Q6600. So again, you can see there 1 frame difference in these two processors. Amazing. In the game Fear, 41
love Fear.
frames a second with the Q6600 and 44 with the QX6700. So
couldn't even get 60 with that game back then.
There again, you see that this thing is extremely powerful, especially when you compare it with that $1,000 processor. Now, the newer games that are coming out, like I said, they're taking advantage of multiple cores. You see some bigger jumps in frame rates and that.
Fear is still amazing.
That sort of thing, but all in all, this thing is, well, of course, it's Intel's best-selling quad-core, and the reason behind that is it's extremely overclockable, and it's also extremely powerful right out of the box at the stock clock speed. And if you're anybody who's interested in doing some multitasking, using some creative programs like CS3, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop, CS3, you're going to see some huge performance benefits of this, especially when you're doing encoding. And in all the newer games, they're all taking advantage of multiple cores. So now is the time to pick up a quad core. This thing's sick. How do you like yours, Eric?
I love it.
You love it. Do you cuddle up with it at night? You should be, because it's power. All right, if you guys have any questions about this, send me an email. Logan@tiger.tv. We'll see you next time. For more information on the Intel Q6600 quad-core processor, go to Tiger Direct and type CP2-Duo-Q6600 into the search box, or give us a call 800-800-8300.
Yeah, call now, pick one up. Actually, guys, you know what, man? I've been streaming for 4 hours. I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight because I'm going to actually finally do the benchmarks on the Aya Neo 2. I will be back tomorrow with content, videos, a stream. And you could probably get it for like $50 now, Jeffrey, if that. Have a good night. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.